All right, we can keep talking about this, that, and the other because there was a lot to talk about today. But what we need to be talking about was the fact that last night we lost in the Stanley Cup final. And I got very tilted and sassy, justifiably so. But I got very tilted and very sassy, justifiably so. We ended up losing the cup anyway. Because this team that just steamrolled everybody up until the cup final just could not do what they needed to do. That said, we are 69% of the way to legendary status. So hopefully, it'll only take 3 more seasons. Maybe less if we do win a cup. So we're getting close. We're getting close. So let's see what we can do to run it back. We know the Oilers aren't firing us this year. Ivan Shalamov dropped to a C potential. We'll go ahead and get rid of him. Belanger's fine. Nick Phillips will never sign. Defensively, we got to sign John Carlson. Out of nowhere, by the way, second round, 59th overall, tough guy, Georges Laraque, 85 overall out of the draft. As a second-round pick. 99 strength. So, all of a sudden, he's not going to improve at all, really. He's got average to below average chance of improving. But yeah, Georges Laraque is now on this team. Obviously. We'll see what we do about Gronwald. Colin Swellentrop. We'll keep you. Ryan Osman, did drop to a C potential. I'm going to drop him. He's just kind of now a typical third liner. Matt Lashoff, thank you for your service. Who was that defender fucking you up in the finals? That was Victor Hedman. Gabriel Vermette. Oh, I know. He had 99 fighting skill as well. Yeah, he's going to be a brute. A good thing is we're never going to see him fight because I can't remember how to freaking do the fighting system in this game. It's nuts. Always gives me a chuckle. You get in many years and have 36-year-olds with the teenage pictures. Oh, I know. Seeing Dougie Hamilton as like a 40-year-old eventually is hilarious. Alex Cord, we can drop you. That's fine. Dougie, we're going to drop you too, unfortunately. That potential flipped. We'll keep Mitch Chapman, another tough guy. David Corrente, you can go. This would be a hell of a game to do Goon Squad on. Nelson Bermanis. Okay, a bunch of those B- potential dudes we have. Shane Rover, like they've started to fall off and we couldn't trade him. It's now an 82-0 site for NHL. Yeah, I know. I think my best on that so far earlier today, I know I took a screenshot. I think it was 77 wins on 82-0. Yeah, I went 77-5 with a lineup of Ray Whitney, Connor McDavid, Brett Hull, Bobby Orr, Phil Housley, and Jonathan Quick. Brock Bukaboom, you gotta go. You gotta go. Simon Loof, you gotta go. Jamie Bishop, you gotta go. Lopatin, Tamora, Lemieux, Petrovitsky, we're not gonna sign Albert Hunt yet. Right side, Chad LaRose, you gotta goes. We'll sign Russell Adamski. Left wing side, Zetterberg. He's probably going to stay, though. We'll see what happens with Ladd. Marshall LaRose. Honestly, I'm just going to drop you. Again, you're just a bottom sixer. Spencer Asushak is a UFA. He's 25. Adams Key. There you go. Benjamin Antonetti can go. Yeah, Spencer, 25. You can go. Vinny Arsenault. Man, a lot of these guys that we just couldn't really trade and haven't really developed. Centers, Eberle's a UFA. Reichel's a UFA. Jordan Wheel can go. Robbie Chiolfi can go. Man, this is going to be an entirely different team. We are going to sign Kelvin Acker to his ELC. Peter Holland can go. Jonathan Johansson can go. Oh my God. This is nuts. We can sign Matthew Busenberg. Not going to worry about Spike Andrus or Tarnstrom. All right, let's sim a day, see who signs, and then we'll handle the UFAs. But I mean, $33.5 million in cap space. We should be able to make that work. Larocque, Busenberg, Acker, and Adamski. Shred, we just actually talked about the whole Larkin request not that long ago. Yzerman needs to get the maximum return, and if he can't, then he just needs to put his foot down and tell Larkin he's not getting traded. Like, you cannot let Larkin's desires dictate whether or not a trade happens or not. Because remember, it's a trade request. It's not a, you have to trade me. Now, obviously, I can say that from here. It's an entirely different situation for an actual NHL GM, but I hope for Red Wings fans, like, they get the proper outcome here, which is that team not getting screwed. Jesus, John Carlson wants $10 million a year. Oh, boy. Man, that's a lot of money. He's good for 60 points a year as a defenseman, though. How much money does Jordan Eberle want? Only 6.3 for 7 years. That's not bad. We'll sign Eberle to that, because we could always trade it. Zetterberg wants under 5. We can do that, too. I'm a Wings fan. I'm super indifferent. It's disappointing, but I don't think they're likely to win a championship with him as the captain. That's kind of the other element, right? It's like, do you think he's the guy or not? I've seen a lot of mixed response from Red Wings fans on the topic, too, so I think that kind of speaks volumes for people. Like, just the apathy of that fan base to just be like, I just want to see them back in the playoffs. Because it's been a decade. How much money is Gronwald looking for? Not much. We can sign him for that. Reichel did struggle last year. I don't know if I want to actually bring him back. He's not asking for a ton. Let's see if those first few offers go through. Zetterberg's back. Eberle's back. Gronwald's back. 18.6 mil. We do have Glover as an RFA, but we're going to try to trade him anyway. Warrior, what's up, dude? Suellentrop and Chapman shouldn't be expensive. So it's Ladd, Reichel, Carlson. 85% on Carlson. I don't even know if that works in this era. We can try. Should be 8.5 roughly. I'm just so hesitant to do anything that could... Oh, shit. That could make somebody mad at me and have me lose GM rep because I... Oh my god, the D-pad on this controller is horrific. God damn. Best GM in each of the 4 major leagues. Dylon, and Dylon. Because they spit hot fire. Alright, let's see if Carlson takes that. Reichel, I don't really want to lose for nothing, but this guy has been ass. Ass. Play the John Cena clip. He's out of here. And then what about Andrew Ladd? What about Andrew Ladd? Had 42 points last year. It's not bad. Is he looking for under like 3 mil? Let's send a deal to Andrew Ladd. Carlson did accept the 85. We got $9 million left. With just Chapman and Suellentrop to sign. So we will have some maneuverability in free agency. Observe my genius. Sir, please put your genius away. There are people eating. All right, so if we take a look at the team and what we have going on. Goalie-wise, we're fine. Eagleton and Killeen. We're good. Carlos, what's up, dude? Defensively, we have John Carlson. Witt is back. LaRock is now the second pair left D with Gronwald on the right. And then Plant might even be third pair D. Or, oh God, Suchi as well. Someone's going to have to go on that right side. Yeah, some people have got to go on that right side. Or we play John Carlson as a left defender and LaRock goes down to the third pair, which is a bit scary, but it could happen. Forward-wise, just to double-check this, we have Taylor Hall. We have Zach Parise. Could also be a center. We have Henrik Zetterberg. Could also be a center. We have Jordan Eberle, who could very much be a center with that 88 faceoff. Sam Gagne is still here. Eddie Dempsey, the franchise, is obviously still here. We have Andrew Ladd. No center potential there. We have Daniel Carcillo. Cannot be a center. David Meckler, who we claimed on waivers last year, but he actually played really well for us. Patrick Hallweg. I don't think he'll actually make the team. Yeah, I'm not even going to factor him in. He's not going to make the team. There's no way. And then Acker's not ready. So, bottom six, or really fourth line, will be Carcillo, somebody else, and Meckler. And hopefully we can find a grinder who has better than 71 faceoffs. Right? That'll be pretty straightforward. And then for the skill lines, that's where it gets to be a little bit more tough. Eberle and Dempsey are the two best centers. So probably, I mean, Dempsey's right there. He is to a C potential, though. So probably Eberle as the top center. Probably. Then again, we do only have 3 right-handed dudes. So maybe we do Dempsey, top line right wing, Eberle, second line right wing, and Gagne, third line right wing. So Andrew Ladd probably makes it to the third pair. Third line as a power forward. We are still going to need some help, I can say that. Top line's probably Parise, Hall, and Dempsey. And then Zetterberg is on that second line with Eberle. So we definitely need a couple of top 9 inclusions. We just need some forward help in general. And maybe a big left-handed defensive shot. Would Dempsey want now if you sign him for more years? I don't think you couldn't do the early extensions this early in the game. It'd be nice, but so yeah, in terms of what he'll ask for, no idea. The good thing is RFA years, right? So we should be okay. So trade block right now. Pretty much have no choice but to go Alex Plant. Gronwald, I think we just re-signed, right? So I'd probably get in trouble for trading him early. But we'll go for him, Suchi, and Suellentrop as guys that really do need to get traded. We want offense. Draft picks. Give me picks in the early rounds. Please and thank you. And aside from that, we'll have a fully open block, except we don't need goalies. Our surplus is defense. We're not willing to give away early picks, and anybody and everybody could be traded. Free agents. What do we got? What do we got? RFA goalies. Not that we need one. Glover is already ours. I mean, there's a bunch of okay goalies down here. Jordan Kennedy. Like Ellis and Langenbrunner could be okay, but I would imagine any offer would get matched. We'll see if we can steal Matt Ellis. UFA goalies, Benjamin Kahns, Antti Niemi, Rick DiPietro, Michael Neuwirth, Pascal Leclerc. Nobody that we need. There is a B prospect, Jason Roloff, though. We'll go after him. And that'll be that we target for goalies. I'd rather target the RFA first. RFA defense, Adam Larson. We don't have the first round pick still to give up, so that's not going to happen. But in terms of potential, that is quite a bit. Chapman's ours. We'll see if we can steal Rudy Thomas. Glover's looking for $7 million a year. Yep, that's why we did not sign him last year. He is looking for an absurd amount of money, and that is just not going to happen. Lethal, that you are. I played some of the Dynasty in the beta. Ooh. I didn't bother signing up for the beta, but I am looking forward to getting my hands on those games, Lethal. You know the term. We've talked about it always. When it's, hey, a new game's coming out. They're promising a lot. Cautiously optimistic. SB, I'd recommend it. We have a couple videos coming out. One of which is, and by the time if this, well, I mean, by the time this ends up on YouTube, just as a plain video, it'll be out by a long shot. When we were talking about, someone asked me like, hey, what are your favorite albums the other night and stuff like that. The next day, YouTube was like, oh, you were talking about your favorite these. Let me recommend you a YouTube video where you go through your favorite, and apparently it's a very common video that's been made by a ton of creators, but going through your favorite video games from the year you were born to modern day. So I recorded that today. I just got to render it out actually after stream. It is kind of shocking for someone who did not grow up playing Resident Evil games, how many Resident Evil games ended up on that list. Because the answer is more than one. And I never would have guessed that. Never would have guessed that. So it's been interesting. Ooh, Yanni Pikkinen. Robin Regeer is looking for nothing. And he is a lefty, too. Obviously, he's old. Orpik's not looking for much. Damn. Tried the first one, couldn't hit it. I mean, in fairness, yeah, if you're playing, like, the OG versions... If you're playing the OG versions, like, yeah, the tank controls are going to feel absolutely horrific by modern standards, for sure. Sergachev, it's true. My first ever video game was clubbing a dinosaur over the head. As we were fighting for food. I think we go for Robin Regeer or Brooks Orpik. Right? I mean, the fact they're looking for such discounted prices and we need a proper left defender to play third pair. They're both kind of regressing at the same rate. Orpik is a slightly better skater. Ender, we lost in the Stanley Cup final this past season. Yes, the music pick stream, where we found that if you had to choose between Hootie Blues Traveler and Dave Matthews Band, you pick the first two and make Dave Matthews Band watch from a window. Correct. Robin Regeer. Let's send you an offer. That could be a very good deal for us. Because we cannot afford the big RFAs this year. We'll definitely put an offer in for Lawrence Gratton. Oh my god, there's so many B- options. Ryan Johansson's too expensive. Tom Barron. Let's go for you. Shane McGolgan, Bill Darby. Let's go for Per Nicholas. I'm not going to be able to send out too many more offers at this point. Oh my god, the hair on Ilya Mashentsov. Delightful. Also send a deal for Hans Schoten. And Jerry Kemp. Could also... I mean, Mikko Luoma. How many more can I send before they tell me you have too many offers out? Hopefully I can get away with one more. Yes. Any take on Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick making himself a playable character in NHL 2K? No. Like, I heard that, like, they got, like, fucking Frank Sinatra for the entrance theme as well. It's like... I don't really have a thought on it. I don't. I don't care. I don't care enough to be outraged. I just don't give a shit. Good for him. Good for him. Hopefully it's a lifelong dream come true. Oh, man. And then you got these forwards. All right. Let's see. You know what? There's too many forwards for me to be able to go after right now. So let's just advance day. We need some answers here. Roll-off signs. Hilbert, we don't know yet. Jensen signs. Thoughts on Black Heart, Leo Rush. Delightful. Delightful character. I love it so much. He is a perfect example of what someone under AEW contract can do when they're on the bench versus what someone WWE can do when they're on the bench. When you're in WWE and they're deciding, hey, we're not really going to use you, you're kind of fucked. Unless you can be like, let me go to TNA, let me go to AAA. Like, there's really not that much you can do. But from, Robin Regeer rejected. From an AEW perspective, CM, yeah, I mean, you got to figure. I've been on Twitch for years, a lot longer than I've had the YouTube streams up. So YouTube's always pretty quiet. But yeah, from an AEW perspective, like, you can just be like, hey, I'm going to take these indie dates and work on a new persona and a new character, which he had already done. But still, like, you have that ability to be like, all right, current form, you don't really have interest in me. Let me go reinvent myself, make me more important, and get over, and then you have no choice but to use me. Now he's on TV every week. So that's a really cool element to it. Haven't been here in a while. Well, indeed, welcome back, CM. Tug24, the YouTuber? Pro Scout on the line. Boy, thanks for the important message, buddy. Archie's going to go after another lefty. I need to wait for these other offers to go through. But yes, I am going to go after Brooks Orpik if he's still there. Unfortunately, the AI is taking their sweet damn time. Yeah, Orpik's already gone. That's okay. I mean, it's a third pair defender. Like, there's really nobody we need to spend major money on right now. We'll try to clean up for whoever's left. Once we know for sure how many roster spots we have. But we don't have too much money to spend the big money. But I want to hear back about these RFAs. That would be nice. Guess maybe we did hear about everybody. All right, so RFA forwards. Schoten, of course. Mashentov, we didn't send a deal to. So last thing was UFA forwards, and we need a left D. I mean, Yanni Pitkin, but he's looking for so much money. Could be Keith Ali, fabulous he. Ali Ababois. We got $9 million left in cap space, so... Let me, friend, I've been watching consistently. I've been on the YouTube stream, just had a routine. YouTube's lagging for you currently. Is it? I want to say that might be from your side of things, but it might be because I'm just seeing nothing on my side that would show it's lagging. But regardless, options are wonderful, aren't they? Oh, let's see. All right, $9 million. Keith Ollie's not looking for that much. I mean, twist your ass, regardless. Fair enough. Dennis Seidenberg. Well, hey, as long as one side's working for you, then, right, it's worth it. Ooh, Brian Allen is dirt cheap. Brian Allen is dirt cheap. If we really... Okay, is there a big left-handed option for the top 6? Bobby Ryan doesn't work. Mikko Koivu could work. Then there's David Backus, who could also work. Could push Gagne or Eberle to center. Backus could definitely work. Frolov could work too. I mean, technically Bobby Ryan would work out for us. Really quickly. Forwards, face-offs. Apparently Jonathan Parker is a face-off god. He's an 84, though. Rob Flick. Grinder Rob Flick. Rob, congratulations. I would really like you as our 4C. That would be wonderful. And then we need... I mean, I feel like third pair defender we can cheap out a little bit. I don't think we need to go for Keith Ali, Fabulous E. Let's go for Brian Allen. And then we need a second liner and a third liner. Backus could work. Backus and Jussi Jokinen. It's close money-wise. Oh, man, Cam Jansen. He is a tough guy. But if Flick goes through, we don't need Cam Jansen. Shit. Who else is cheap? Patty Marleau. Old man Patty Marleau. It's not the worst option in the world. Bobby Ryan's been a freaking 70, 80-point player in his time. Elite level power forward. Honestly, I think maybe just go for Bobby Ryan. If it's not Bobby Ryan, it's someone like David Backus. Like, we need some physical play. Let's see if Bobby Ryan's the one. Is Bobby Ryan the one? Rob Flick has signed. He will be our fourth line center this year. For a bit of grit. Brian Allen has signed. He'll be our third pair left defender. A little bit worried about him falling off, but if he does, John Carlson's there. Bobby Ryan has signed. That is a big-time signing. So it'll be Zetterberg, Eberle, and Ryan. Probably as the second line. So we need a third line. Ooh. Potentially a third line sniper. Pretty much just whoever we can get for that third line. We got $3.7 million left. I don't believe we had any important RFAs. Chapman, Suellen-Trop, and Glover, who we don't care about. Okay. So $3 million to sign somebody. So probably want to go under 3 mil. So Ryan Clough. Another power forward. Clough could work out decently. Jansen doesn't really fit what we're doing. I think it's Ryan Clough or Patty Marleau. Old man Patty. He still has some finesse to his game, but not a ton. I think I would rather have the physicality that Ryan Clough brings to the lineup. There's also Peter Pruka. I remember Voracek being way better. He is pretty good in this game. Man, Pruka had 77 points last year. Holy shit. Yeah, we'll take the chance on Peter Pruka. My God. That could be a great third line option with Ladd and Gagne. Let's see. Is Pruka going to sign? Yes, he is. Let's go. All right, we'll take that. We will take that. This team should still be pretty damn good next year. Should be. RFAs, really quickly. Anybody left with some potential who's not expensive? Chapman's ours. Suellen-Trop is ours. We could just try to steal Ilya Mashentov. We might as well. I mean, the hair is phenomenal, as we've established. Karl Balastik. Sure, why not? If we can afford him. And then UFAs. I don't think we had room for another goalie. Defensively, there's still quite a few B- options. Tyler Borstmeyer, great name. Nobody's that good, though, unfortunately. What about centers? Or forwards in general, not just centers. Spencer Osuchak, we can bring you back, too. Sean Grattan, try to bring you in. We can also go for Jack Fairchild. Really liking this team, but you never know. Yeah. I mean, last season, we did have quite a bit of success going with 3 skill lines and a grit line instead of 2 and 2. So, I'm optimistic about what we could be right now. I am also going to panic save just in case of some sort of freeze. We need Adam Larson. It's not happening. We don't have the draft pick compensation to make it happen. I wish we did, but we don't. But we don't. Jack Fairchild has signed. 44-year-old Petr Cech has re-signed with the Huskies in NHL 2. He played 6 games last year. I always see posts about Petr Cech. It is pretty funny that he's a good NHL or a good hockey goalie. I mean, obviously, you have to wonder like if he trained up to be a hockey player his whole life, if he would have been an NHL player, you know. Okay, we get a random offer for head camp for Matt Corrente. No, that is a terrible trade offer. Absolutely not. Yeah, we're not getting Balashtik either. That's a shame. Shit. We do need to look at maybe a Suchi trade. Maybe. How good is Craig Duwinick? Duwinick. Craig. He's okay, but honestly, it doesn't solve the problem. It just gives me a slightly worse right defender who would still have to probably be traded and a 3rd-round pick. No, I think we're good. Had to go back in my notebook. Clark MacArthur was a sim beast. It is funny, right? Whenever you think of older games, though, people are like, oh, man, get this guy. He was a beast. That's some of the better parts about a game like this. Andrew Ladd for Chris Campoli. We are good. I need to adjust our trade block anyway, because we're getting offers for defenders again. And now we don't need it. Oh, no, wait, shit. We said we wanted offense, and we're still getting offers for... Well, I mean, it makes sense, I guess. What do I want right now? Prospects. Or somebody that's prime age. But even then, like, I think we're fine. The only thing I want is prospects or early round picks. What am I willing to trade? Defense or later round picks? Anybody's available to be traded. Do I even want prospects? I don't even want prospects right now. I do want prospects if the deal is right. The problem is teams will be like, all right, Suchi for a 3rd-round pick and a mid-prospect instead of just giving me like a 1st-round pick. So, you know, I'm not desperate at the moment. Let's just say I only want draft picks. And we'll see if we get offers. We'll see if that works. We'll see if that works. Yeah, the AI definitely kind of knows what they are looking to do. They definitely know. Any plans for Brandon Glover? Nope. If he wants to sit out again and not accept the qualifying offer, that is his prerogative. That is his prerogative. Now starting today's game, Brandon Banks going into the CFL. I don't know who that is, but congrats to him. What a guy. Good player. All right, 4th year with the Oilers. They want me to hit 40 wins. I feel like that is more than possible. Still have an A reputation. Maxed out amateur scout. Speaking of which, scouting this year. Start off rest of the world as a 1st-round North Korean. Hell yeah. Okay, so the team right now Goalies, Golden and Colleen. Defense is Carlson, Whitney, Larocque, Gronwald. Carlson, Gronwald, Plant. Suchi's on the outs. And then Brian Allen makes it as well. Unless I go third pair Larocque to start. Maybe I do. At least until we can trade one of those right defenders. And then forwards. Allen will kind of be the healthy scratch of the bunch, yeah. Carcillo. Patrick Hallweg's maybe made this team? Oh, that's right. He was a playmaker, though. He's definitely out. Okay, so it is Parise, Hall, and Dempsey? Zetterberg, Eberle, Ryan. I think we get Bobby Ryan on that top line. Ladd, Gagne, Pruka, Carcillo, Flick, and Meckler. That team should be insane. That top six is great. That top line should destroy worlds. It should. And then third line is, or defense, I should say, is going to be Carlson, Whitney, Larocque, Gronwald, Plant, and Suchi. Like, this is easily the best team we've built. And, of course, we know Eagleton's insane. Then we go best lines there. And we will just call up... Actually, how many defenders do we have in the AHL? 3, 4. 4. We can leave Brian Allen there for the moment. Devs, what's going on? But yeah, I mean, this team should dominate. You know what? Let's say we are willing to take prospects and just hope we get cool offers. I don't know if that'll be the case, but we'll try. Yeah, we don't have too much to worry about here. We can just get right into this season and go for it, which is nice. I mean, it should is definitely the keyword. Hopping in quick before sleep. Bad migraine today. Oof. Never fun. Never fun. This is the time of year, too, where it's really starting to heat up around these parts. So it's always like, okay, am I going to wake up with a headache just because it ended up being 90 degrees through the afternoon, you know? Time will tell. But hopefully you're better tomorrow. Let's see. Waivers will be in effect. The deal coming our way soon. Carcillo. Oh, man. We have to take that. Like, I like Dan Carcillo a lot for our fourth line. Luke Hietkamp is a B- at 24. Guerrero's a B potential. That's an insane deal for us. So, yeah, I mean, I like Carcillo. He's a great fit for our fourth line. Had 21 goals 2 years ago, but we'll find somebody else. And then Luke Hietkamp, or Hietkamp, is only a 72 at 24. Fourth rounder. We get a first rounder in 2018. And Benjamin Guerrero, who's a real long shot prospect, but maybe he'll make it. That's a done deal. Easily from Carolina. Holy shit. Easiest done deal of all time. And for the moment, let's just call up Hallweg. Trade the fifth now to get Carcillo back. I just think we signed somebody else. I don't even think we got to worry about it. I mean, I'll at least see who's on the free agent list first. Or don't, because he's an asshole. That's the other element, right? Saw you started 007 last night. I did. Started this morning, got to MI6 training facilities. I already love the game. I was pleasantly surprised at how much I enjoyed the first hour and a half or so of that game. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with it. What the fuck? What am I... Hallweg. There we go. Colin, I did. I played a good amount of it, actually. Okay. Stupid Norwich Sidonians. Ooh, Suchi for McFall in a second. I like Marian Suchi. We drafted this guy in Toronto. He still has good promise. How good is Kendall McFall? He's just kind of a dude. Second rounder is not enough. Second rounder is not enough. All right, so free agents. We're going to need a couple of defenders in the AHL, so that team's not trash. Who will be fun people to sign? Mikko Mayenpa, Peter Harold, Greg Amadio, Cody Wild. I'm just looking for names that IRL panned out, but in this, just simply don't. So, just a dude trying to play a puck. Kevin Klein! We can bring in Kevin Klein. We need 2 more, maybe 3 more. Joe Piscula, Nate Prosser, Jan Hayda. He's 39. Tyson Strachan. John Moore. I can give John Moore a chance. Plenty of NHL time for John Moore. Cameron Gowns, Kevin Connaughton, Dalton Prout. Oh, Thomas Caberlet. Perfect. Who else? You know, let's go for the oldest, which will probably be Jan Hayda. Nope, it's 40-year-old Marek Sidlichky. We'll sign him up. All right, and then forwards. I need a left wing who can beat the shit out of people. I need a left wing who can play some good defense and beat the shit out of people. All right, Jansen is a righty. Stortini, Matt Cassian. Tristan Grant, Brad Staubitz doesn't work. DJ King, Tim Spencer, Ben Eager, Patrick Coletta, Fraser McLaren, Leafs legend. Joseph Cramarosa, Rafi Torres. Bunny, 55 months. Appreciate you playing the goated game.
Unnecessary.
My opinion changed a bit from a gameplay perspective last night, but you know what? I'm still enjoying it. I'm still enjoying it. Bunny, thank you very much. I appreciate it as always. I need somebody else who can move. Anybody else with 80 skating? Cramarosa? He's a 64 overall playmaker. What the fuck? Again, with Flick and Meckler. Like, we just need a big son of a bitch out there who can hit people, but I don't really think we're finding that. How far down are we on body checking? 86? Shit. See future NFL Hall of Famer Nate Peterman. I didn't. I did not know, actually, that the Peter meme retired. Let's just go off of body checking. I need someone who can just obliterate people. Cam Jansen. You know what? In fairness, it doesn't need to be a lefty or a righty. Who gives a shit? Just let it be the best player of the bunch. Let's go for Cam Jansen here. Get another tough guy in there to just beat the shite out of people. If needed. If needed. Klein is here. Jansen, Moore, Caberlet, Zidlichky. Let's go. Offer for Suchi, also involving Meckler and Jesus Galvin, who's not good. Alex Belzile, Colin Smith. Not worth it. Cam Jansen roster spot in 2017. Hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah. This is the way. Jansen is up. And Hallweg is down. And then defensively, we'll leave Brian Allen in the AHL for now. So it'll be Jansen, Flick, Meckler, Ladd with Gagne and Pruka. Gagne and Pruka could be great. Do we run Taylor Hall? Probably run Eberle, right? We do want Parise on that top line. Zetterberg, Eberle, Dempsey, Parise, Hall, Ryan. Defensively, Carlson for the moment needs to be on the opposite side of where we'd prefer him to be. Goaltender, Eagleton. This team should be great. Should be. Let's find out. I gotta double check scouting as well. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe a little bit worried about some speed issues. Shame these games look so much better and fun than today's product and faster. I don't know about that. Like I said, my standpoint is I enjoy these games, but like this era of EA NHL, and I understand why people enjoy them, why they're nostalgic about them, or both. But I remember having my issues at the time. I still have my issues now. You know? Let's see. Collins, Suellentrop for Machek and Gale. Nostalgia's a hell of a drug. That it is. See, this is what I mean. Like, why am I getting offers for Torrey Mitchell? What the fuck is that? No. Suchi for Tubert and McQuaid. No. These offers are garbage. He said fun. I tend to agree. I think if I could do what we did like back in the day when Legacy Edition servers shut down, we did a whole video on that where we had a game night and a bunch of people just played Legacy Edition before they finally shut off the servers. That was fun. The AI gameplay left a bit to be desired. Suchi for Yannick Weber. No, like, dude, the offers I'm getting are awful. Suchi for McDonald and Phil. No. Suchi for Millie McFun. No. Suchi for Weber. No. I'm going to get in trouble probably for rejecting so many trade offers, but they're brutal. Suchi and Plant for Foster Jackson Strite. No. Suellentrop for Machik McLean. No. Suchi for Plant. No. For Suchi and Plant. Fucking no. Just awful set of trade offers. So yeah, trade block. I don't even want prospects. I don't even want prospects. Just give me trade offers for now. You guys can't be trusted to actually send me trade offers. I adore 2K10. I think the closest EA came to it was NHL 13 on the ice. I enjoy NHL 13 a lot from a gameplay perspective, even more than this, and even more than 14. Because NHL 13, they went with a heavier skating style where it felt like players actually had a good amount of weight to them. For some people, they went too far in that direction. They toned it back for 14 and Legacy Edition. But I enjoyed it a lot because when you had the weight shifts, it was great. Like, to be able to straight line and then properly weight shift and send somebody the wrong way felt awesome. NHL 13 franchise mode's the worst. That I agree with. We discovered that in the past. That mode is fucking slow. NHL 4 Pittsburgh streams on here really poured cold water on nostalgia for that dynasty. Still getting offers I'm never going to accept. Yeah, the AI just ignores the block. I still enjoy going back and playing NHL 14 or NHL 2004 franchise mode. Dude, what are these offers? Fuck off. Terrible. Terrible. That said, it is very simplistic. Like the big, there we go. At least a first rounder for the guy. That's better. Monkey Dude, 42 months as a mod. Yeah, I know. It's really weird when that popped up. Freaking Sports Gamer. It popped up for me the other day as a 7-year. NHL 2004 franchise mode is fun. Do I really want to trade Suchi to Anaheim? Not yet for just one first. If we're going to make a... Oh, shit. Suchi and Ladd for 2 firsts. How's Andrew Ladd doing so far this year? It's so early, it's tough to tell. Again, right D side with Suchi, we have Carlson, Gronwald, Plant, Suchi, Suellentrop. Like, somebody's got to go. 2K8's my favorite franchise sim. That is fair. Am I getting EA membership and playing the betas? I don't have interest, really. Honestly, EA killed my interest in playing video game betas back in the day when you used to be able to play like the NHL 16 EASHL beta. And then you'd play it and be like, this is sick. And then they'd take feedback from the loudest individuals on social media who were dumb as a fucking doorknob. And they would take the good progress they were making and bring it backwards. So people who are like, oh, I have to adjust and learn how to play differently instead of just being good. Oh, yeah, I hate you. Yeah, they'd listen to those people. And yeah, hey, there you go. We'd end up with what NHL like 16 was, which was fun times. Monk, yes, you did. NHL 2004 franchise mode is really fun, but the big selling point is customizing the office because aside from that, it's very simplistic and very straightforward. NHL franchise mode after 04 actually got worse heading into the original 360 PS3 era with 07, 08, and 09 because during that time, their focus was gameplay with the skill stick because if you go back and play NHL 07, it fucking sucks. The skill stick in its initial form is so fucking janky, it's crazy. 08 was them trying to work out the kinks, and then 2009 is when you start seeing ESHL and Be a Pro, and then you start getting NHL 10 is when you get a big franchise mode change. NHL 11, you get Ultimate Team. So, franchise took a back seat for a while into the 360 PS3 era. I'm going to take this trade just to get it over with. Just to get it over with. It hurts a little bit. It hurts a little bit, but I think we'll take that deal for now. Let's call up Hallweg for the moment, and we'll just go best lines until we can sign, hopefully, a veteran to play third line left wing. But I think we'll take that deal just to get Suchi out of here and be able to focus on moving ahead. Oh, no way. Can just immediately bring in someone like Alex Frolov if we wanted. Also, UC Okinen would be an even better fit. Is UC still fast? Not really. Frolov is. Alex do we have the money? How much money do we have? Because he wants 4 mil. Trade Andrew Ladd with Suchi for 2 firsts, and then just bring in, Alex Frolov as a replacement. Let's see if he takes it. That would be ridiculous. That would be ridiculous. Listen, they're releasing a remastered Toy Story 3, the video game. Screw NHL. Very fair. All right, Russia trip is done. Let's see, we still have a couple players we don't have any info on, so let's just keep looking. We don't like unknowns. Frolov, are you going to sign? Yes, you are. We're 5-1-1. And Alex Frolov is here. And we can send Hallweg down. So, Jansen, Flick, Meckler, Frolov, Gagne, Pruka, Parise, Hall, Ryan, Eberle will center Zetterberg and Dempsey. Defense, Whitney, LaRock, Allen, Carlson, Gronwald, Plant. Golden between the pipes. This team should destroy worlds from here. Should truly destroy worlds from here. And we have that goalie who can be added to the trade block. Now that Suchi is gone, Plant can be taken off the list. We can still have Suellentrop. We can have Chapman. And we can add Glover. Continue to offer me draft picks, please. For games from that era, if I could combine the on-ice of 13 and the franchise mode of 14, I think that would have been EA's best effort. Ooh, first and a second for Glover from LA. Done deal. Quick and easy. Done deal. We're racking up first rounders. We are racking up first rounders. Let's go. I think that's fair. I mean, again, like, there's elements of these games I like. But as you can tell, I am definitely not as nostalgic for certain things about these games, particularly from a gameplay element. Like, I just don't have the same rose-tinted glasses for this era, at least to the extent that others do. And I'm not trying to, like, as always, I never try to rain on someone else's parade. Like, dude, if you're still nostalgic for this game, awesome. Don't let my opinion change yours. Just enjoy the game if you still play it to this day. But I had my frustrations back then, and I haven't forgotten them. I haven't forgotten them. And then we get certain gameplay elements like last night where it's like, and how could I forget them? As the game just decided to repeatedly punch me in the balls with goalie rebounds and missed coverages and stuff like that. Like, people are always going to have complaints about goalies, but at the very least, like, you can't tell me goalies haven't improved at least slightly. Even if it's only slightly, they've certainly improved. You can't tell me that the AI hasn't improved slightly, at the very least. Is it as much as what you would have preferred? Probably not. But there have definitely been improvements. Definitely, over the years. I just need MLB and NHL to bring back online franchise. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised MLB got rid of it in the first place, because they would have seen the complaints people had from the NHL community, and yet they still did it and removed it. My thing with, and I've talked about this a bunch, right? My thing is, I do want connected franchise in the game. But I also want franchise mode to still get the improvements that it needs. I'm not even saying that an online franchise needs to be like every single feature of franchise mode offline translates to online, because I get that that would be a shitload of work. But, like, I would prefer to see franchise mode improved in general before undertaking the project of having to create and maintain a connected franchise, right? Like I said, like, connected franchise, me and the friendos will be playing through a franchise if they add it and give me the ability to, like, play with friends again. Like, we used to have that ability to invite friends to play fucking games and shit like that. Like, I'd love to be able to do that. It's what we've done with, like, NHL 2K10 through Parsec. And we talked about that a ton when we were playing through that game. It's like, man, if we could do this with modern NHL, we'd be all over it. It'd be great. But, like, in NHL franchise, like, do I want them to add stuff that is missing compared to other franchise modes? Yes. Like, I want scouting in NHL to be way more immersive and rewarding. I want there to be scouting at all. All you do is just hire scouts and set it. Because really, the trade-off, in my experience, is manually scouting doesn't really reward you all that much more than just letting the AI do it for you. It's just so fucking time-consuming and so unrewarding. It's frustrating. I want to see the draft be more interesting and have the AI pretty much, like, right now, it's 95 times out of 100, they take whoever's next in line on central scouting. Like, there's no concept of the AI going off the board, typically. It's why something like the big Freddie McDonough draft pick years ago was so shocking. Because what do you mean the AI went off the board? You know, the fact that, again, the ECHL isn't involved within franchise mode at all, when it's been in the game for almost a decade at this point, is fucking crazy to me. right? So it's like there's all these different things, and the list could just keep, as I punch the microphone, the list could just keep unfurling from so many different things that you've probably heard me talk about over the years. ECHL's been in for a decade. Yeah, just about. Just about. There's just so many things I'd love to see franchise mode have. I mean, Christ, like if we're talking about a major project, I'd love NHL eras a la NBA 2K just as much as I'd love to have connected franchise back. And I thought they, if you think about the priority of it, I have that thought of like, okay, what would I want more? I would think I'd want eras more because in theory it would be easier for them to do because you already have the NHLPA license and you have all of these old players in the game, most of whom are just ultimate team fodder. You know? Oh yeah, I love my fucking Hartford Whalers Mike Liut in Ultimate Team, 79 overall, baby. Let's go. Like, it just doesn't feel like they're making the most of that, the history of the game, basically. Which, I mean, a lot of, like, Soft Drink TV has that complaint for, the Madden franchise, for example, as well. And he's not wrong to have that complaint. So, if it were to happen, right? Because they talked about wanting to bring back GM Connected in, like, NHL 24. They were talking about, yeah, we're probably going to work on it. I haven't heard anything. Like, yeah, I'd be happy to have it back, but, like, I would rather have these big changes for franchise mode as it stands that it desperately needs than adding that feature back now and have core franchise stay stagnant. But that might just be me. Chuck Hopus is on like 5 alumni teams. Very true. I mean, Razor, I'd love to have a bunch of old logos back, like the Thrashers, Coyotes, a bunch of AHL, ECHL teams, but it is, it is a licensing thing. But yeah, like, I mean, you can go throughout the entirety of NHL 25 just from a franchise perspective, and we'll include create a team, right? Because that's very heavily tied into franchise mode. You can talk about so many things, and it's like, yeah, like a connected franchise and being able to play with your friends is way up there. Definitely. But I don't think that's my number one. I don't think it is. Like, I don't know, man. Would I take NHL 11 scouting as an alternative? Yes. I actually do prefer this scouting over modern scouting. Not that I think it's amazing, because it's not. But I do think this version of the scouting is at least more interesting than modern NHL. For better or worse. Let's see. Do Sens expansion draft blind because you didn't charge your laptop. How about AI team building in older games versus 26? I mean, I could literally scroll through a couple teams right now and see what's up. Milan Yurchina. 34, right D. Don't need him. Yeah, I mean, I guess the best way to talk about that would, number one, be looking at like how many RFAs they might have deep into a season. And I mean, the answer is, well, Nashville has quite, yeah, so see, like, Nashville's pretty rough, right? $9.7 million in cap space, but they're not signing any of these guys. Like, it would be very in-depth, and it would take a lot of time to, like, properly compare, like, okay, 7 years into a franchise mode, what do AI teams look like versus what do they look like in modern NHL and stuff like that. I'm not going to say this is better, But the AI in modern NHL is still disappointing. For reasons I have talked about for years now. Hello, Bagel. So, you know. Looking back at the trades in the draft, and these GM modes were awful. Like, I gotta give that to you at least. I don't know. Like, the trade logic in this game, I could view as being not good because the draft pick values are way out of whack. Like, low picks values are still way too high. But the trading in general, I don't hate. Because you do, in theory, need to be more attentive to what the AI actually wants. That said, sometimes you do pay attention to what they want, and they act like that's not how their trade block is set up. That's very annoying. But, you know, a modern convenience like a trade finder is still pretty nice. In terms of the draft, man, I gotta be honest, like, I don't necessarily think the modern NHL game's draft is better. Like, you have more maneuverability in terms of at any point being able to negotiate a trade instead of having the phones at the beginning of the draft or the beginning of each round. But also, like, that can kind of be engaging and fun in and of itself, is because what you can do is solely based off of your reputation of how many phones you have and whether or not you can get those deals done. So I do feel like there's merit to that. But again, like, I'm not sitting here saying that there's been no improvements whatsoever. Like, to the contrary, I've pushed back against people quite a bit who have been like, oh my god, these games are so much better than the modern ones. It's like, you're not taking everything into consideration. I can only imagine how dog shit the menus would be in a connected franchise now. That, honestly, that's kind of another worry I have, because Jesus Christ, look at, like, Ultimate Team, or especially EASHL, and navigating that. Jesus fuck. One wish for them is to go away from the word overall. Totally agree. Barker, totally agree with that. We are well past the need for overalls in games, but we are never going to see that. That's my opinion, at least. For these mainline games, you are never going to see overall be taken away. Number one, they use it way too much for marketing. It's very, very easy marketing for them. And secondly, from a casual's perspective, it is a lot easier to understand overall than it is to take an in-depth look at every player, their potential, or their ratings, and be like, oh, okay, this guy has a really good shot, and that's all I need to know. So, you know, I don't think we'll see that change, even though I'd love it. At the very least, I'd like overall to actually mean overall. It's like Connor McDavid, in theory, maybe not the best example, because he's actually not dog shit at defense. But Connor McDavid, overall, is not necessarily as good as, like, Sasha Barkov, overall. Connor McDavid has, you know, truly generational offensive capabilities, skating capabilities, but he's fine defensively. Whereas Sasha Barkov has the more well-rounded and overall better game. But if you have Sasha Barkov at like a 92 and McDavid at an 87, people would be like, this is the worst game of all time. So I just don't think you're going to see overall dropped by EA or 2K anytime soon, if ever. I don't think it's worth it for them. Unfortunately. If they took the format they did in Be a Pro and put it on Be a Pro, it would have been legendary. So, Be a Pro from this era. That's right, Twitch chat. I'm giving YouTube chat attention right now. Suck it. Be a Pro of this era, particularly NHL 14, is remembered very fondly. I just, like, my biggest issue is I was never a gigantic Be a Pro player in the first place. The reason for that, I really should just claim this guy. I'm going to. The reason for that is it's just never been overly fun to play against the AI in these games. simply because from a Be a Pro perspective, controlling one player, it doesn't work as well in a situational way as it does for MLB The Show controlling one player, or even Madden controlling one player, stuff like that. So I do think, like, again, there are elements of modern Be a Pro that I think are better. You know, I understand that some people are very, like, vehemently against, like, how, like, cutscene, for lack of a better term, heavy it is right now, and the conversation engine and stuff like that. But if you think back to this time, there are elements of what people were asking for around this time that have been included in the more modern games to improve it. You know, like, I can remember back here, you know, this era, Be a Pro, people's number one request was always, hey, let me spend money on something. And then, you know, more modern Be a Pros have had that. But, you know, I do agree, like, trying to balance multiple different meters and stuff like that. And, like, NHL 14 Be a Pro was interesting. Like I said, though, for me, Be a Pro isn't necessarily my expertise because I have just never found playing against the AI interesting. I want to, but the fact of the matter is, like, if I play against the AI in NHL, pretty much every game, whether or not I'm controlling one player or not, is me absolutely shelling them in terms of shots. And if I get robbed by the goalie, I probably lose 2-1. If I don't get robbed by the goalie, I win 8-0. It's just not overly interesting and exciting. And I don't really know what they could do to change that, aside from, I guess, just general AI improvements, for better or worse, whatever that means, you know? We don't need to claim Andreas Nodal, I guess. Oh, goodness. You obviously know better than me, but I remember the drafts and older games being super shallow outside round 1 to 2. In some ways, yes. I don't think we've seen too many crazy picks outside of the first 2 rounds in this draft. That's fair. Not to say it can't happen. At the same time, they've gone back and forth over the years with these games of making the drafts maybe too strong in the later rounds, making it too weak in the later rounds. Like, it constantly fluctuates. I mean, you know, modern games, like, obviously you can sit there and be like, oh, cool, I got this fucking 53 overall medium elites in the 5th round, in the 6th round, and shit like that, but it's just not fun. A lot of people take their Be a Pro online. I mean, in theory, that would be putting Be a Pro and EASHL into one big thing. Don't necessarily know if I would truly follow the 2K model because it's so fucking pay to win. It's unbelievable, but I get your point, you know? Be a Pro had better cutscenes and conversations, so they just stuck to the phone. Yeah, and like I said, I knew they wanted to do it. What's your... I knew they wanted to kind of make those changes, flesh it out more. I just don't know if they made the right move. What's my opinion for the best NHL game post-14? NHL 17 is often one that I go to, and the primary reason for that isn't necessarily anything in particular. Well, okay, it kind of is. NHL 15 Next Gen was a disaster. 16, they got it back on track. 17 is the game that NHL 15 Next Gen should have been. I'm also an absolute slut for realism, and NHL 17 has the most accurate goal songs in the history of the EA NHL series, basically. A third of the teams in the league have their proper goal songs, proper licensed goal songs. And to me, as a primary offline player, that's huge. Like, that idea, and people will know this. I think here, I don't want to lose my progress. So let me save. Actually, I should just be able to go straight into Media Hub. Back in the day, a big thing on the Operation Sports forums was this. And it was taking fucking CDs, going into iTunes, putting the proper intros and goal songs onto your Xbox, and making sure every team had their proper goal song. And that was something that I was addicted to every year. And not even just goal songs. Not even just goal songs, but just in general, like, off play music. Like, you could add dozens, hundreds of songs if you really wanted to. For the in-between music that you would actually hear at proper arenas and shit like that. You could add whatever fucking We Are the Champions to play whenever you win the cup. Like, shit like that meant a lot. So NHL 17 being the closest it was to that was really nice. Plus, franchise was decent. But I'm not going to hold an NHL 17 like fucking Rafiki and be like, this is the pinnacle of sports gaming, because it's not. But I do enjoy it a lot. But yeah. But let's be real, EA is always on board for more pay to win. Very true. That's why I don't want them to copy the formula, because, oh my god, please no. But yeah, like, always having the proper goal songs and stuff like that was huge. I mean, like, for this era, like, god, like, you play against Chicago and then all you fucking hear is, or Philly fucking hearing Dupe, you know, was awesome. Chicago mentioning fucking, like, Chelsea Dagger, like, or the Rangers. Now, the Rangers actually do have their goal song in the modern game, but that's because it's different kind of licensing, right? Sweetness in Florida. Right. Like, that adds so much as an offline player to... I don't want to skip ahead and have it skip the deadline. Okay, there we go. That adds so much as an offline player when you talk about offline presentation and stuff like that, you know? They could have practice mode all-star. I mean, yeah, dude, there's a ton they could do for all the modes, let's be honest. But yeah, like, adding to the immersion of it all, like, you look at what Madden and college football are advertising right now, and so much of their push is presentation, accuracy, immersion, like, and NHL has absolutely fallen behind in that regard. Absolutely. Like, Christ, we don't even have, like, the intros are just get it over with as fast as possible. Get the intros over with, which for online is awesome. Get me to the game fast as possible. Offline, I want the ability to watch the pregame and have that tell the story of what is going on between these two teams. I want the 3-star performances, like, stuff we used to have, you know? Let's ask the real question. What's the best PGA? Tiger Woods 05? Tiger Woods 05. It was something else that I missed. If there was a question you asked on the Twitch side, especially. Somebody asked about, like, what would the eras be in regards to NHL if they did have NHL eras. Jack Fairchild's okay. That's a big ass playmaker, Kevin Hayes. I agree. We could push for a first rounder here. What if we do Fairchild? Dude, we got 4 first rounders this year. What if we do Fairchild and a 6th? We got Calgary's first as well. Let's go. I mean, NHL eras, I feel like you could obviously go back to the 60s. I feel like they'd be way more likely to start in the 70s. In which case, you know, obviously the shouts would be the Bobby Orr era. You know, Guy Lafleur. Could also just be called the expansion era. But yeah, if you did the 60s, it'd be the original 6. The 70s could be the expansion era. The 80s would be Gretzky versus Lemieux. The 90s, I mean, in fairness, could also still kind of be Gretzky and Lemieux. But, you know, the 90s could be advertised around, I mean, a lot of different goddamn people. Let's be honest. 2000s would obviously be, you know, Crosby, Ovechkin. 2010s, McDavid era. 2020s, you could start highlighting it as fucking Bedard, Celebrini, whatever the hell. You know, those would be easy enough. The Gordy. Yeah, 60s could be the Gordy era, easily. I want Doc Emmerich back. So we've talked about this before. I don't mind James Cybulski, and I'm probably biased because I've gotten to talk to the guy. Not immensely, but I also got to work with him briefly through some NHL esports commentary work. Sin actually got to directly call games with him, too. And, well, okay, that's it. One trade at the deadline. I'm probably biased towards, I don't hate James Cybulski, but the biggest issue for him is, and we talked about this last night, the people that did commentary in these games before him, he had an impossible task that I don't think anybody can live up to, and I understand it for people, he falls way short of that. But you talk about, NHL 2004 commentary, you have Jim Hewson. You talk about this era, you have Gary Thorne. After this is Doc Emmerich. Those are three of the all-time best in terms of hockey commentary. Easily. They are rightfully in any conversation for Rushmore. And then obviously, when you have more of a Canada focus or a 2K focus, like Bob Cole did 2K commentary, they are in that GOAT conversation when it comes to commentary. That's just a fact. So again, maybe I'm a bit too lenient if someone wants to say that. I won't disagree with it. But how many commentators could have rightfully taken over for fucking Doc Emmerich in regards to a video game series, goddamn. Gary Thorne, the GOAT. Gary Thorne is my favorite hockey commentator of all time. I am still so salty that the damn Baltimore Orioles stole him away for as long as they did. I have nothing against James. I think presentation-wide, adding in every broadcaster and having the choice of the pick would be cool. Well, that's another element where the NHL series is falling very far behind. Now, I don't expect them to be able to compete with a Madden or with an FC, but let's be honest, regardless of whether or not it's a fair comparison or not, people are going to compare you, because you are an EA game, to other EA games. And Madden and FC, they have multiple commentary teams. And have for a while. So like I said, obviously the NHL team is smaller, the budget's smaller, but you are going to be compared to those games because it's under the same umbrella. So, there's just there's just those elements, James just loud for no reason. I feel like his approach to the commentary was kind of TikTok hype clip style, and that's not for everybody. I'm not even saying it's for me. I just don't despise it like others clearly do, What if I got to set and choose the commentary? Well, again, I think that's what people are like, hey, that would be really cool to have. It's a lot of work. You're talking about finding, more than one person who's willing to, at multiple times a year, remotely or not, record thousands of commentary lines. That's the reason why, despite it being, Eddie Olczyk and Doc Emmerich, which was great, that's why a lot of their commentary got super repetitive, is because they had, at the time, they had to go to Vancouver to record their lines, and they can only do it a couple of times a year. Whereas nowadays, I know for a fact that with commentary stuff, quality is good enough now that they can do it remotely and not have that issue. So there is that. But, Madden has a couple different booths. Yep, that they do. But again, like I said, you're going to have people being like, but Madden has this. And it's like, yep, you're right to say that. But also, the budgets, the team size it's not even in the same ballpark. 2K's had Kevin Harlan for, 20 years at this point? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Rather have an enthusiastic lesser name than Al Michaels, who mailed it in on Madden. Al Michaels is, he's a legend, but oh my god. Speaking of oh my god, Sid. Coming in on the raid. Sid, thank you very, very much, my favorite trash panda. How was the stream? What were you up to? He raided quickly. Was this one of those falling asleep in his chair moments? Could have been. Game injuries, feedback on the prospect game, or the medical staff. Let's just upgrade that one. That's fine. Seemed like. That's fair. Yeah. Sid, tremendous variety streamer, obviously. He's here. Playing Borderlands. I was definitely falling asleep in my chair. It's almost like we know each other a little bit. It's almost like that, Sid. Almost. All right, I am still down to continue this conversation, but we do need to change our focus to the task at hand here. They need to hire you to do commentary. They never will, but wouldn't it be a dream? I couldn't get a foot in the door to help them fix up their frickin' rosters. You think they're going to have me do that? I don't think they'd trust that I wouldn't swear every 5 seconds, so, which might be a fair critique. Hire me to do commentary in French. Every goal. Every goal. Just like that. First thing I ever saw was someone wearing a Devil's jersey in the background of a 90s movie. I have no idea what the memory of the movie was about. Maybe it was actually an episode of Seinfeld. The Devils. gotta cheer for the team. Gotta root them on. All right. We won the President's Trophy this year. Toronto was second. So we'll probably have to deal with them. But President's Trophy winning. Edmonton Oilers. Let's see how the boys did before we hopefully make a run to our first cup and get that much closer. Thanks to the 17 info, I started playing games at NHL 18-ish, but I can't remember most of it since 24. So, Coco, like a lot of it does blend together. 17, in a lot of ways, won't feel that different than 18. But when there's the context of like, okay, 15 was woof, 16 was okay, you know. That's how it's worked for NHL a lot of times when they get to a new console. For example, NHL 06, legendary. Jump to a new console. 07, 08, they got it right with 09. NHL 15, jump to a new console. Horrific. By 17, they started to figure it out. That type of thing. What 8 seed's going to beat us in the first round? Oh, God. Way to put that out there. Holy shit. Taylor Hall, 111 points. Bobby Ryan with 98. I mean, wouldn't have him on my actual team because he's a dumb fuck, but we can use him in this game at the very least. Eddie Dempsey, 82 points as well. Eberle on 79. Parise on 70. Dropped off a bit. Zetterberg might be better suited on the third line at this point, but Frolov was great. Peter Pruka still scored 23 goals. This team was cooking. Defensively, yeah, John Carlson's worth that money. Worth that money. The game reverted him back to number 37. Oof. John, what's up? We're doing well. For those who missed it, because I haven't mentioned it in a couple of days, I just kind of randomly joked the other night of like, yeah, I've had the temptation to go back and get old achievements. Turns out there was this achievement in NHL 11 that I never got. So it was a good excuse to go back and play this game for the first time in a while. And I've had a good time with it for the most part. There's definitely been some moments, but that's okay. But yeah, it's been a good excuse. But man, Carlson was great. LaRock had 20 points as a rookie. Yeah, and I got no complaints about this team. And then in goal, Verano has games because we claimed him on waivers. 2.8 average for Spencer. 9-10 save percentage and a shutout with penalty minutes. Is the season still limited to 25? Yes. Yes, it is. All right, let's take a look league-wide and then figure out who we are playing in the playoffs. I think we have one more year on our contract. If we don't, there's a chance we're going to have to randomly leave Edmonton at the end of this year, and I would cry. Yeah, Taylor Hall led the league in points. Then it was Tyler Ennis, Jake Voracek, Bobby Ryan, Sidney Crosby, Nikita Filatov, Claude Giroux, and Jason Pominville. Top goal scorer was Jake Voracek. just over Ovechkin. Then you had Ennis again, Marion Gaborik, Pominville, Hall, Jeremy Morin, and John Tavares. Let's take a look at the defense. Cam Fowler led the way in points, then John Carlson, Josh Godfrey, Dion Phaneuf, Cody Franzen, Tyler Myers, P.K. Subban, and Michael Delzato. Tavares on the Leafs, that would never happen. We were the GM of the Leafs, and we gave up 4 first-round picks for John Tavares. I bought NHL 15 for the McDavid draft year. Should have done my research first. The Simming franchise takes a long time. Yeah. NHL 15 for the 360 or PS3 is not that bad, but menu simming times were very slow in that era. Something to keep in mind. NHL 13 is the worst of the bunch for some reason. That game is so fucking slow. It's insane. What's the first generated player CHL that'll show up as the highest in the NHL point list? Good question. We'll have to keep an eye out. Winningest goaltender, Spencer with 57 wins. Nobody else had more than 40. Challenge I did, it gave me Gauntlet GM mode. You play every NHL and can't move on until you win the cup. I've thought about it before. I will say that. I've thought about it before. If I'm ever desperate, like every other game just sucks ass, I probably will do that. Or if like an NHL, a modern NHL is so bad that I'm like, I can't make content with this game, then maybe I'll do it at that point. But that would be very time consuming. And there are too many other games that come out. You know, we were talking about Madden in college football earlier, right? There were too many other games that come out where I'm like, you know, I want to play them. Miyagi that fly. Fuck. Yeah, baby. Fuck. The Gauntlet sounds awesome. I'll keep it in mind that people would be interested, but don't expect it anytime soon, please. We lost in the Stanley Cup final last year. We draw the St. Louis Blues. Don't forget backyard baseball soon. I'm probably not playing backyard baseball. I didn't play it back in the day. I'm not nostalgic for it at all. Maybe I'll play it. I don't know when it comes out. Let me get a release date on that. When does that come out? July. That comes out right around the same time Pro Baseball Spirits comes out. And I'm telling you, I'm picking Japanese baseball over backyard baseball. So, just, that is a horrible time for that game to come out. Horrible. That's like 3 days. That is like 3 days after Pro Baseball Spirits comes out. I don't think I can do it. I'm sorry, but I don't think I can. What I can do is hopefully see this team beat the St. Louis Blues. Cody, no, I wasn't. You wanted me to do that. I didn't say I was going to do that. I am intrigued once they get to the top of the list, though. St. Louis looks like this. David Perron, go figure. Reichel, who we let go of last year, and Nathan Horton. TJ Gagliardi, Andrew Cogliano, and Sanford, who I think was in the running for Rookie of the Year. Nikolai Kulemin, Mats Lindstrom. I think it was Mats Lindstrom. Dude, it's just, and fucking Hansen. It's just a bunch of players we've had on teams previously. LaRose was on our team last year, too. Jesse Joensuu and Jaffray. Defense, Barrett Jackman, Eric Johnson, Sean Morrison, Alex Petrangelo. I think Rasmus Rossanen and Bolduc. Interesting. Goalie is Jake Allen. Oh, man, we're going to lose. We're going to lose. Would you ever do another series where Chad can spend points to screw you over? People have been asking for that one for a while. So would I ever do another one? Yes. Yes, I would. Speaking of CFP in 25, do you know how to go straight to college instead of starting in high school for the Be a Pro version? I don't, actually. CFP 26 was disappointing to me. I played that so much less than I played 25. Okay, let's see. We almost swept our way to the Stanley Cup final last year. We are immediately down 4-2 in Game 1 against the Blues. I'm going to jump in just to try to save the day. We know how this is going to go. This is going to be a waste of time. But I might as well try. Why not? I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm a glutton for a lot of things. Look at my chins. But mainly I want to see if I can actually figure out how to score a goddamn goal in this game, please. Without allowing several.
We talk about the next goal that matters.
But yeah, of course we are immediately losing.
Are not easy to protect. You think you've got a nice cushion there.
Le curve shots. Nope.
Flex that with a blocker. That's a pretty good shot. Big scrum along the wall, trying to get
in there.
Good use of the body right there.
Get in there. Come on, Taylor. Let's see, like right there. How don't we get the puck? And then my defender steps up, takes himself out of the lane. Nice poke. Nice block. Go, Bobby. Bobby. Bobby Moynihan! Oh my God, what a save. What a save.
Snap that one. Score! And that puts a little salt in the wound. Another goal late here in the third period. That's a tremendous shot. He got
this game hates me. I'm telling you, this game despises me. I missed the poke check. He shoots it right through my legs and roofs it.
Takes that pass up the middle of the ice on his way in. Close to the net, but
Ooh. How on earth? Zetterberg, put your stick on the ice, fuck boy.
Control of it. Takes that puck up the wing and through the neutral
nice hit by Carlson.
He's gonna move this puck.
Got nobody to pass to, though. Nobody's open.
Boy, there's a lot of effort right there. That puck is free along the boards. Nobody can get it. Puck up to the point now to Everly.
Where the hell is my other player?
He didn't intend to block that shot. Just happened to be in the right place.
Hello? Can I have the puck, please? I'm done. There's three of us. There's three of us. And I'm digging at the puck and we don't get it.
Good play to get that.
Oh, why does this game hate me? No, it was a great game. It was a great time. Everything was perfect. There was never any problems with this era of game. Peter Pruka. Oh, my God. Please, get in the net. I just want to score a goal. Oh, Whitney's slow. Old man Whitney.
And now there are 4 unanswered goals.
Spencer Eagleton sucks. Oh my God.
Well, you can see that defensively, when you give away the middle, bad things happen. You've got to force this play a little bit to the outside, and they didn't.
To Hart. Makes the move, and he scores.
Dude, he can't make a save. Like, I know I left the space a little bit open because I scratched my eyelid, but like, a single solitary save would be really cool. A single save. He hasn't made one. This is nuts.
Flashes the glove on that one and makes the save.
You have Stuart Skinner in that. Yeah, I guess old habits die hard, right? Fire cannon, what's up?
Let's see who can dig that out and control it.
We're just getting murdered in game 1. How are you? Can't complete an outlet pass. Can't do anything. This is horrible.
Heats on. Dangerous territory.
Bad reverse hits to just level that guy with LaRock.
Give the offense a chance.
Hey, that's a save technically. And there's another one. I hate that I have like these very big defenders, and every time I go for a hit, they're just kind of like shrugged off. Except if it's Carlson lighting people up at the blue line. It's kind of weird.
Period's concluding, and wow, has this game gone one way? Looking back to the point. Scoring opportunity. What a deke he put on. In the zone. Great chances. What moves?
Having a wonderful day as a Wings fan.
Performance in this playoff game, spectacular.
Gary, if there was any worry about this guy's ability to face the pressure, you can forget about it. What an awesome performance.
It is very fun in modern NHL. You can load it up on the hardest difficulty and just dominate. And this, the AI, is just like, man, if you let me shoot, I'm scoring.
What a save.
All right, Cam, I need you to fight somebody, buddy. Let's go. Send a message.
This is gonna
I'm not good at fighting in this game, but we're going to try to send a message.
Third man in, doesn't matter if there's an instigator. This enforcer is sending a message.
All right, you like the counterpunch, huh? Yep. Okay.
Bill, in this kind of a game at this point here in the third.
That fighting system is a lot more difficult than I remember.
I don't think it's going to make a difference in the score at all, but I mean, at some point, you got to let the other team know you're willing to pay a price to be competitive. Message sent.
Good play to get that puck away to Allen. And they caught him offside. We'll get a whistle here.
Give him a pen, ref. It's a lot of cross checks. Give him a pen. I wish there was a simulate to end option, but there isn't.
Looking to get this offense going. Let's see what he can do with it as he carries.
Use 7 to see it.
Here's an opportunity. Good sheet of ice right
Peter
there,
Perkin.
all the way up to the point.
Well, let's hope we never have to be in a situation where we have to hop in.
Offensive chance. That's a
I mean, in fairness, we were down by 2. And then we lost by 5.
The Oilers lost, and they fall behind.
Okay. Right. Not the start we were hoping for. At all. At all. Still a defender we don't know anything about. Okay. Game number 2. 2-2. 4-2 Oilers. 5-2 Oilers, thank God. Who's the most random former NHL player you could name? Andy Hilbert. Why that was the first guy to come to mind, I don't know, but it was. Bobby Robbins. Game number 3. Please win it. Fuck, it's going to overtime. I'm doing it. I'm hopping in. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. You can't stop me. I'm going to win this fucking thing. I am going to win. Damn it. Okay. Here we go. We're going to win a game in overtime. After the team blew a lead, we're going to take a 2-1 series lead. We're not going Blues.
Tied him up in the face-off, left the puck for his winger.
Hit him.
Able to hold that in at the blue
Please,
line.
Parise, please.
To Reichel. Point man takes that one.
No, Parise, please.
Through traffic.
Win a single puck pickup.
To Perron.
Every shot goes in. Make a save.
And that's it. This game is
Oh
over.
my God. Make one save.
Now they go down in the series, 2-1.
This guy has a worse fucking glove than the worst shortstop you can name. That's all they have to do is shoot and it goes in. This is fucking outrageous. Blues lead the series 2-1. Holy shit, dude. He is the worst goalie I've ever seen once we actually jump into an in-game scenario. Game 4, must win. Overtime again. This will be my redemption. Good thing you have all those draft picks. Yep. Eberle's hot. Is he? Single one on this damn fucking ice cold. All right, here we go. Redemption to tie the series.
Puck's going to be moved by the winger after he tied him up in the draw.
Lose the face-off. They immediately keep possession for 5 minutes, then they score.
Puck at the point.
Go, Taylor Hall. Oh, Barrett Jackman's fast. Taylor Hall. Nope.
Breakaway and a save made.
I can't believe Barrett Jackman's that fucking fast, dude. He caught up so quick. Fuck me. All right, Eberle, Zetterberg, Dempsey. Eberle wins it. Carlson immediately gets stick lifted from an odd angle, no penalty. Over because Zetterberg stops fucking skating. At least we got a save. We lose another 50-50.
Here's a 2-on-1.
Ah, Dempsey couldn't handle it.
Nice pass. That one stayed on the ice.
No, send it down the boards. Thank you.
Here's an offensive chance from a deke as he gets around him.
Throw it on net. Nobody's open.
See.
Dempsey.
Perron got that one into center ice out of the D zone. Nice
Make
pass.
the first move, Conway.
Poking that one away in the defensive zone. Look at the reach. Back to the point from down low.
I'm scared.
To Pietrangelo.
Pietrangelo.
Carlson to Dempsey. To Hall.
Focus like hell. Sweat my nuts off to this.
Off a one-timer.
LaRock. Can't get a shot through.
To Gagliardi.
Please, LaRock, hit him. Cross-check him. Do something.
Nice glove save and a shot that came in a good opportunity. Nice pass right through center.
See. Parise. Tried to send it low. That's not boarding. Are you out of your mind? Just sent him head first into the glass. I knocked it off of Cogliano twice, and I can't get the puck. Fuck you. Fuck you. Just going to spam poke. Fuck you. Fuck you. Goal. What a block. Gets it back anyway. Dude, every loose puck 50-50 they get it. It's crazy. LaRock, please.
Pokes that one away at center ice.
Imagine the AI gets like one tripping penalty one of these days.
Sends that one up the
Peter
middle to
Pruka. Peter Pruka.
Quick shot.
They block everything. Fuck me.
We can't say they are scoring chances because right now it's not there.
No, the defensive
Gagne.
team has really made a good adjustment.
Nowhere to go.
Taking away the shooting
Hit him.
lane and taking
No
away
or
all the
don'ts.
options, so that point man is like he's on an island.
Plot, please. Thank you.
Nice offensive slide.
Gagne, thank you.
Return pass as they move it up.
Allen for Frolov. Frolov, get those wheels moving.
Loose puck and he gains control.
Frolov. Nobody's open but the point. Plant. Frolov tried to go down the boards. The passing is awful in this game.
Here's an offensive chance. 3-on-2. Gets around the defender with a deke. What an offensive chance. Fearless.
What a save. Shit bounce.
Got that one covered. Face-off covered.
The old NHL block a shot. Rebound goes right to your opponent. Tale as old as time. All right, Rob Flick. We need a face-off win, champ. Best face-off guy on the team. 90-some-odd fucking face-off. Still loses. Whitney doesn't get the 50-50. Thank you, Carlson. Flick. Meckler. Got the rebound I wanted, just didn't let it get there. Oh, we gotta score a goal. We gotta score a goal. Hit him hard. Thank you.
Played back with a goaltender in behind his own net.
I want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
That's a good chance.
I wish my good players actually played well. I don't know why 90 overall John Carlson plays like trash once we actually jump into the game.
That's where you want to have some good stick work in front of your netminder. Nice quick snap. That's what the
I can't get a 50-50. This fucking game sucks, dude. Oh my god. This game is so frustrating, man. There is not a single time in one of these scenarios that I've been the one to end up with the puck. Drags it out, easily pulls it over to the far side.
To watch this series
Like I should have taken it behind the net, not in front, but I'm holding left and spamming right trigger to pass, and he won't get rid of it. Until then, perfect poke check. No look pass. Right through my legs, perfect. Pick up. Rebound. Off my own dude. 50-50 in front, grabs it, scores. What am I getting these high-rated players for if they're not going to sim well and they're not going to play well? That's crazy. That's fucking crazy, dude. Every time. Every time. Well, we're down 3-1. I'd say it's my fault, except my fucking 57-win team can't help but be losing or tied heading into the fucking late stage of the third period. So that's ideal. All right, game 5. Must win. And they do. 2-1. We go to game 6. I don't even care about his scores. Just win the goddamn series, please. You won 57 games. We lost in the cup final last year. And we're an even better team this year. 4-2. We win. We're going to game 7. We already know how this ends. We already know how this ends. Oh, my God. Here we go. Here we go. Ah! Oh, we won. Thank God. Alex Frolov is the hero. 5-4 in regulation. Thank fuck. 57-win team, my ass. Oh my God, but they won it, thankfully. We knew it was going to be close. Of course it was. That was the most predictable thing in the world. 9 points for Frolov. Taylor Hall was a ghost compared to what he did in the postseason last year. He had 11 points in like 4 games last year in the first round. Rob Flick was the lone forward without a point. And then defensively, Plant, Whitney. Carlson didn't have a single point. Remember when I said he played like trash? I'm just saying. And then Eagleton a .325 goals against average and .885 save percentage. But we did win. And now we play Anaheim in the second round. Oh boy. I'm pretty sure they still have the Getzlafs, the Perrys of the world, so this will be a good time. This will be a good time. The Anaheim Ducks look like this. Yuri Talusti, Ryan Getzlaf, Joffrey Lupul, Matt Pumple, Nathan Gerby, and Corey Perry. Chris Terry, that's Brandon Maxwell, and Mikko Lehtinen. Brown, Kyle Chipchura, and Clark MacArthur. The legend, Clark MacArthur. Defense is Josh Georges and Cam Fowler, Paulson and Lucas Spiza. I think that's Uri Mikus and Loken Ostley. Ostley, I guess. Goaltender, Jonas Hiller. They have Ray Emery behind him. Game 1. Let's see what happens. 2-1 Ducks. 4-3 Ducks. 4-4. I will win one of these games, goddammit. If it's the last thing I do, I will get a win in one of these games. Eventually. Please. God. I just want to win. Here we go. This is the one.
Now we're going to have a finish.
It's going to be an awesome finish.
This is the one.
This game has been played. It's going to be excellence right to the end.
This is the one. Boarding, no call. Cool.
Remaining. We're in the third. Good effort by the offensive players so far in this game. This is tied at 4. 2-on-2 in the rush. Wrist shot on net. Good play to hold that in the zone. Takes that pass up on the line from down low. Easily handled by the goaltender. That's
Come on, Taylor. Fuck him up.
Not a very good one.
Show some grit.
Yeah,
big puss.
Through center ice into the neutral zone on the lug. To Hall.
Where's my left wing? Thank you, left wing, for not being there. Appreciate it.
That pass completed from that
You're the
wing
best.
center ice to Fowler. Creating space. What a move. Be careful. He's got to move that.
Oh, Parise. Just want to win one.
Could score. Great move. Here's a scoring chance. Shot. Scores. You love to see these goal scorers pick that puck up and roof it, Bill. He did.
I don't really understand what I'm supposed to do. You know? I don't really understand. We get this crazy poke check. Off the glass. They keep it. Another no-look pass that's perfect. Carlson does nothing. Until then, I have no idea what the fuck my left defender's doing. So I try to switch to him. And of course, goes for that fucking cover. Misses, and they score. If he's not getting beat clean glove side, that happens. Every time. That's the only goals they've scored. High glove side or that. Maybe don't jump in. Maybe shut the fuck up. Thank you for being supportive, chat. You're the best.
Boy, there's a great dump in right there. You got to be able to lift it and get it out of there, and he did. Over 3 minutes left. Third period.
Throw off. Poke check from the back. No pen. Tried to board play Gerby. Couldn't do it. Then go for Olaf. On ball for LaRock. I wanted a deflection. My guy didn't have a stick.
To Perry.
That's the fucking 85 overall tough guy. And Corey Perry just bounces right off of him. What? This motherfucker has 95 body checking. And he just bounced off of Corey Perry. Like he was a reinforced human being. Oh my God.
His goal comes at a big time in this game with the clock ticking down. He may have the game winner. To Frolov. Oh, gain some room. Looking out front for someone to go to. Offensive zone pass. Rebound. Off the post. Pad save. That one had goal marked all over it.
I'm going to score. It's going to be fine. I'm going to score. It's going to be fine. Taylor Hall, face-off win. Here it comes.
Has that puck under control in his offensive zone. To Ryan. Chance. That had a chance to go home. Good pass.
We have an offensive strategy. Just get it low and then shoot low.
He's moving, but nobody's got a pretty good handle on it. To the point. To Carlson. Outside the zone and a rocket save.
Taylor Hall, I hate you. Tyler's better.
Takes the shot. That's a stick save.
Get into that. Fuck.
With a goaltender puck in the air, and he still batted it away. To Jordan.
Intercept it, Parise. You're trash.
Found a way to get the stick on the puck.
God help me, we're trying to play
Receives
defense.
that puck back on the point from down low to Fowler. Scoring opportunity.
Ryan Getzlaf
Quick
just
chance.
out-survived three
Deflection right
teams.
there. That's a good chance. We're closing in on the end of the third. This game
Parise and the other guy just bumping uglies.
To Whitney. That's a goal-scoring effort
Damn.
right there. Edmonton seemed to be finding a way to get into the zone, get it set up.
I already
Great
used that
chance.
timeout. Second line, I need you. Fuck it, we'll pull the goalie now.
When you've got time set up there and it's available for these guys.
At least I can make the playoffs. The Eyes of Plan's got nothing on me.
Back up onto the point on that pass from down low. That's pretty good defensive play for a guy.
Everly, board play him, board play him, board play him.
There.
Fuck.
Away he went
Fuck.
to Perry.
Fuck.
Keep that thing in the offensive zone. He did.
Yes, Eberle, go. You gotta be faster. Eberle, please. Board play. No. Poke check. No. Do something. No. Poke check him. Do something, you fucking useless fucks. Come on.
And there's the empty
They
goal.
just stand there menacingly. But they don't actively try to poke check. They don't actively try to intercept anything. They just stand there. Oh my God. Anybody that ever wants to claim, you know, the AI was better back in the day, you're out of your fucking mind. You should be put in a mental institution if you think somehow the AI has not improved over the years. Oh my God. What are we down? 1-0? Oh, good. We got 3 more losses to go. Game number 2. First period. All right. Second period. 2-1. Third period. Still 2-1. We win 2-1. Thank you, God. Sincerely yours, Margaret. Game 3. Please. 1-1. 2-1. Still 2-1. We win again. Woo! Back-to-back 2-1 wins. We're up 2-1 in the series. Game number 4. Derek Jeter times 2. We're up 4-0. 4-2. 6-3. We are up 3-1 on the Ducks. Going back home for game number 5. See, this is the key to us winning, is me never having to jump in. That is the key. You could argue I never have to jump in the first place, but that's a quitter's attitude. What happened in 12-1 playoff run? We lost the cup in Game 7. It was delightful. Thanks for bringing it up. I'm not still massively depressed about it or anything. Game 5. 1-1. 3-1. Still 3-1. Anaheim stays alive for now. Game 6 back in California. The winner will play Phoenix in the Western Conference Final. Can the Ducks force 7? 2-0. 4-1. 5-4 with 5 minutes left. If we get 1, we can force overtime. And if we win in that overtime, we play Phoenix. Oh, my God. We just have to win 1. That's it. Just win 1. They need a goal, though. Tale as old as time. How the fuck did Joffrey Lupul immediately poke that before I could even pass? That's insane. Zach Parise. He's actually on the boards this time. Parise. Try to draw a call if you can. No one's biting. Rock. Parise. Around the back. Throw it on. No. Carlson. Throw it on. Rebound. Bobby Ryan somehow can't score against his old team. Get there, Taylor Hall. Fuck. Dude, Taylor Hall's stick is on the ice nearly at all times. Please. Thank you. Somebody get on the boards! Respectfully. I kind of need passing options. Can somebody get open? Somebody do something. Thank you. That was the furthest out distance board play I've ever seen in my life. Thank you, LaRock, for hitting Gerby. Thank you, nobody else, for helping defend. Good save, Eggleston. Eberle. Eberle, there's just nowhere to go. There's no one to pass to. Throw it on. Gary Paulson. LaRock, you got to murder him. Thank you. Aha! Fuck you, simple bitch. Zetterberg. Le curve shots. Nope. All right. Get a line change. Bitch, what you hitting me for? Take a penalty. Sit in the box. Give him timeout. Yeah! Power play. It's what we needed. Probably going to lose the draw because I was trying to adjust the face-off. No, we're fine. Win the puck. Win the puck. Get the puck. How the fuck? Yes. Throw it on. Dempsey. Ah! How did that not go? You can make glove saves?
keep that puck out.
That's
During
legal?
that series, he looked
Goalies are allowed to
He's
make
good,
glove
and I
saves?
think when he is hot, he's gonna
Since
stop a lot of
when?
pucks.
to Larocque.
Roll off for Larocque.
Oh, he wristed that one. Big
Deflection
time
for
effort. That's the
Gagne.
offensive
Didn't go.
zone.
Larocque hit him.
Gotta get rid of
Hit him.
that puck
Fuck
in
him
the
up.
end.
Take his lunch money.
Defensive
Give him the
play.
business.
Offense moving in.
Plants! No! Oh, get the fucking chainsaw.
Snapshot. Nice
Cutting you
save.
down.
I think he thought he was gonna score
Bobby
on
Ryan.
that one. Nice pass.
Please.
Headmans. That
Bobby
one
Ryan.
going.
Bobby Ryan. Fuck.
Gets that in front of his
Somebody.
net.
Gagne, you're useless. You're useless. I hate you. I hope you stub your toe. Every loose puck, you just stand there like a goddamn buffoon.
Takes that one up through
Dempsey.
center ice.
Push to the corner.
Able to pick
There you
that
go.
puck up, and
Got
able to
in.
control it.
Dempsey. Dempsey.
Puck at the point. He's got it on his stick. To Larocque. Anaheim's lead is not big.
Ah,
Turnover
Taylor
number
Hall,
one.
why'd you move? You were perfect on the perimeter. The second I got a pass to you, you tuck in behind the defender. What are you doing? Why do you do that? Why would you want to? Fuck. Get it up the boards. Taylor Hall! Ooh. Oh, I could.
What a move. Scores! And that'll go into the SH column.
This is the least satisfying gameplay in a hockey video game to ever be made.
He put that defender corkscrewed into the ice. I remember that.
I'd rather play NHL 98, which is like the worst game of all time. The funny part is, too, he tried to kick at it, but didn't actually do anything.
And I just saw it live.
Okay, well, we need 2 goals in 56 seconds.
The final minute of the third.
Carlos, the difficulty's not going to make Taylor Hall smarter. It's just the AI is that bad in this game.
The Oilers pull their goalie. They got the extra skater. Let's see if this is going to work.
We'll see where the extra attacker goes. They've got the man advantage now.
Anaheim's penalty is over. Returning to the ice now. That'll be even strength. Intercepted. Into the goal. Fowler. Dumped
Well,
into the corner. Larocque's handling of
we're
the
gonna
puck
lose
tonight
this
has
game.
cost his team.
Check out the minus column.
Carries this one through.
Nobody
the
open,
neutral
just gonna
zone.
carry in and throw it on.
Easily taken care of. Wonder why that one got shot from where it was. Look at the puck moving along the boards. Big time scrum going on here. Gets that one on the tape in his own offensive zone. Glove save and a beauty.
All right, get the goons out there. Somebody's got to fight. Now, Peter Pruka can do it. Fuck it, just throw. We're just fucking throwing hands. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. That's how you win a fight in this game, baby. That's how you win. Hit him with the fucking Bart Simpson. Start windmilling both arms.
Winger moves in to pick up that puck. Good tie-up.
Okay. 6-4 loss. We're going to game 7. Again. Winner plays the Coyotes for the Cup. Oh, the Western Conference Final, I should say. To then go to the Cup, potentially. Frolov is crushing it. Zetterberg was kind of struggling a bit. So we're going to go Frolov, Gagne, Dempsey, Zetterberg, Eberle, Pruka. That is the game plan. Larocque's actually going to the top pairing because he is now better or as good as Whitney. Would have been a bad time to learn the other guy was left-handed. Here we go. Are we going to get eliminated in round 2? 2-1. 3-2. 5-4. 5-5. We're going to overtime. No. Oh, my God. Fine. We'll watch it. We're still going to fucking lose, but we'll watch it this time. Fuck. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Please. We should be beating the brakes off of this team, man. Not like this. We're getting pumped by Pumple. Well, here we go. Who's it going to be?
Can we get a game winner? Let's see. Drop of the puck, OT underway.
God, broadcast cam used to suck ass. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Just give us classic. It's fine.
Moving up the wing through the neutral zone. Easy carry.
Taylor Hall.
Scoring chance. Good play with the stick.
Taylor Hall. Saved by Hiller.
Goal marked all over it. What a save with the glove.
At least we got a shot off. That's good.
That puck's going to stay in.
Rize de Larac for Carlson. Scores.
That's it. They have won the game in overtime. And this game is over. The Oilers won this Game 7, and this round 2 is over. They go to the Western Conference Finals.
Apparently, it's that fucking easy.
And after all the effort both these teams put in, they now go through the line.
We will play Phoenix in the third round. Oh my God. You aren't allowed to play the game, it seems. Apparently not. How many times did I try to do exactly that and they immediately block it? Their defender is just... What is he doing? His fucking controller disconnected. Oh my God. Whew. We're off to the conference finals, baby. What an absolute shit show. Ryan Whitney is going to miss probably 2 games or so due to injury. As we do, in fact, get ready to play Phoenix. Okay. God help us all. How are we doing from a stat perspective so far this postseason? That is question number 1. Knew the AI was going to score early on. Oh, of course, right? Of course. Forward-wise, Eddie Dempsey is leading the way. Frolov, Hall, Ryan, Eberle, Flick, Jansen each have 1 point. Defensively, Carlson had 9 points in that series. Jesus Christ. Including the frickin' game winner of Game 7. Brian Allen's our only player without a point. Eagleton, .335 goals against average and an .892 save percentage. Pretty much the exact opposite from him as to what we had been getting last year, where he was phenomenal. So that's a bit annoying. I'm going to call up Voronov to be the backup here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Need a left-handed defender. Congratulations, Tomas Caberlet. You are getting into this lineup. As crazy as that seems. Parise, Hall, Ryan. We'll go back. Zetterberg, Eberle, Dempsey. Roloff, Gagne, Pruka. Defensively. That left D side just got a hell of a lot weaker. So we'll see what happens. The Phoenix Coyotes. What do they look like? Wojciech Wolski, Kyle Turris, and Blake Como. Mikhail Bodker, Sergei Koltsov, I think, and Lee Stepniak. Rye, Jay McClement, and Jared Bowl. Carter Ashton, Cody Allman, and BJ Crombie. If we don't win this game, this series. Defense, Keith Yandel and somebody named Steiner. Brandon Gormley, Stefan Elliott. I think that was, Kendall McFall and Theo Peckham. Goalies, Chad Johnson and Al Montoya. Please win this series to go back to the Cup final. Please. We're up 3-1 at the end of the second. 3-2. And we hold on to win 3-2. Goals from Ryan, Froloff, and Eberle in the third period. We are 3 wins away from going back to the Stanley Cup final. Game 2. How'd that team make the conference final? You should see the team we lost to in the Cup last year. Well, we just got shut out 4-0 in Game 2. Not great. Not great. At least Whitney is healthy. At least. And we'll just go best lines. That should take Caberlet. Out by default. Honestly, outside of making sure the fourth line is as I want it, let's just go best lines and see what happens. Except we don't have a playmaker on that top line. Let's just try that. Let's just see what happens. Game 3. Peter Pruka. Holy shit. Hat trick for Peter Pruka. That was a 4-goal night for Pruka. Against his former team, we win 6-1. All right. Consecutive blowouts. Alex Plant is going to be out for basically the rest of the playoffs with a shoulder injury. What a time for the injuries to start adding up. That is going to be Kevin Klein drawing in as a right-handed shot. God help me. Rock Carlson, Whitney Gronwald, Allen, and Klein. Okay. Okay, we are up 2-1. Game 4. 3-1. Still 3-1. 5-1. The Edmonton Oilers are 1 win away from going back to the Cup final. Can we do it? Can we get some redemption for last season? All we had to do was just add Bobby Ryan. Imagine. Winner will play Tampa. It could be a direct rematch of last season. Can we knock out the Coyotes? 2-1. 2-1. 3-2. The Edmonton Oilers will play the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Stanley Cup final again. We get a chance at redemption as we try to stop Tampa from going back-to-back. Ooh, level 5 assistant coach gives a boost to player growth. I don't think I knew that. That's sick. Shout out to level 5 assistant coach. Well, the question is, will we get our redemption for last season's Game 7 shortcoming? So far this postseason, Taylor Hall hasn't gone off like he did before, but it has been much more by committee, especially Alexander Froloff, who was a mid-season signing. In terms of lowest, it is Jansen and Flick, each with 1 point in the postseason still. Defensively, Carlson, 12 points in 19 games. Caberlet, without a point in 2 games. Kevin Klein, point per game so far in the 2 games that he has played. Eagleton, a .299 goals against average, 12-5 record with a .904 save percentage. The Tampa Bay Lightning. The Tampa Bay Lightning look like this. Martin Hanzal, Steven Stamkos, and Chad LaRose. No. Chris Higgins, TJ Oshie, and Steve Downey. They're a different team than they were last year. Cato, Globke, and Dana Terrell, Dimitrakos, Kevin Veilleux, and Cody Eakin. Drastically different team than what they were last year. Defense is Brent Burns and Victor Hedman, Andy Green and Colton Tubert, Colby Roback, and Vladimir, I believe, Mahalik. Goaltender, Mike Smith. If Chad LaRose goes full Marian Hossa and loses back-to-back Cup finals, it would be hilarious. Game number 1. 1-1 at the end of the second. 2-2. We are going to overtime. fuck? I can't position lock the coach. I'm undecided on what I'm doing as this game loads up. I am currently undecided. I'm going to win it. Watch. I'm going to win it. This is the one. This is my redemption story. This is the one. This is the one.
Makes the save. He's got that puck in front of the net.
This is the one.
Hansel to LaRose, looking for a little help. Puts that into the offensive end. 2-on-2 in the rush. Oh, got rid of that one in a hurry.
Oh, come on!
Missed coverage will freeze the puck and a face-off coming.
Did he just save that? Juiciest rebound of all time.
Cleanly handles the puck in his offensive end. Takes a shot. That's a scoring chance. It's going to be driven away with a blocker. To Hansel.
Get there, Whitney. Get there, Whitney.
He's got that one on the stick. That was just wobbling around for a minute. Back in the defensive end, trying to find a way to move up ice. To Gagne.
Gagne. Le curve shot. Ah.
Moves in the zone. Good pick up.
Something's got to go.
To Hansel.
The defense do their thing. Maybe not. They're bad at it.
Higgleden. To Whitney. That puck was up for grabs. He's got it. We've got a call coming. Delayed call.
Oh my God, they took a penalty. They actually took a penalty. It's a fucking Christmas miracle.
Wrist shot on.
Get in there. Ah.
Give this one to the scorer's box. We'll see what the penalty is.
Not that I haven't given up shorthanded goals, but here we go. Elbowing call. Total garbage.
The Bolts turn to a strength. Their penalty kill.
Kevin Klein's on our power play. That's not good.
All right, this penalty killing unit knows what they're up against here. If they can just kill off 2 minutes, maybe they can get this game to a shootout.
Great chance, hurried it up. The Oilers offense now is
right. Any shot's a good shot. Something's bound to go in. The way the rebounds work in this game.
You're not supposed to be giving them scoring chances. Nothing's going right defensively for these guys.
Picks that one up in the offensive zone. Gives himself a chance. Save made. Got that one.
Something's got to go.
He'll get a whistle and a face-off.
Shootout. It's the playoffs. Did he say something about a shootout? Did I say something about a shootout?
Mahalik.
All I know is breathing and fine dining.
Puck up against the boards. Nobody's got control of it yet. Opportunity on that move. Good effort on the poke check. That'll roam that puck away.
We got to get that stick with Bobby. Please, board play him, you fuck boy.
And he got it out of there. That's going to go the length of the ice on the clearing attempt. Under 3 minutes gone in overtime. And with a score tied here in overtime, we're looking for just one. Snap that one on net. Good move by the goaltender using that
Commentators did? Ah, fair.
2-on-2 the other way. Oh, what a move put on.
Oh my God, we made a save. Our defender got fucking rinsed.
Stick on it. That puck was up in the air. Boy, you love seeing that in the defensive end. Bad save.
Rebound! No! And it broke his fucking stick.
That'll keep this offense going. He's got it. To Frolov. No, he's leaving everybody behind him. What magic in the offensive end. The goalie performance right there.
I can't score, man. I can't do it.
Play was burning a hole in his crease, and he was able to take the heat.
Come on, Eberle, please.
Puck loose, picks it up. Good wrist shot. Kick save and a good scoring opportunity. Tampa Bay's penalty is over.
Eberle, move your fucking feet, dude.
We're in overtime now at full strength. Give him a save. Would have gone in if he hadn't gotten it, but if he hadn't gotten it, he would have been in trouble. Takes that pass up the wing to Hall. Bats that one away. Good
the
use
fucking,
of the stick. Goaltender goes
the
back,
poke
stops it
checks.
there to Whitney. To Carlson.
Fucking nightmare.
To Eberle. Big Big wrist shot. Chance by the boards. That's a nice glove save. Goaltender's got that one underneath. We'll get a face-off.
Don't want to have to put the fourth line out, but maybe Cam Jansen can be the hero. Devatron, what's up, dude? Win by flick. Allen, get it down low. Meckler towards goal. Jansen fights somebody. It's not letting me do anything. Maybe we can at least get the third line out. Nope. Okay. It lagged. Somewhat tired first line.
He'll keep the offense rolling here. He finds that loose puck. That shot is going to be blocked as it hit him. I don't think he realized it until after the fact. Save made. To LaRose. That puck being carried along the boards up through the neutral zone to Stamkos. Snap that one. Good coverage. He's got to move this puck to Everly. Good play right there to break it out.
Jordan. Ah.
Stamkos. Pass up the
Oh, Carlson, you fucking buffoon.
Chuck that one up as a scoring chance. Nice save with the blocker. That's behind the cage.
Carlson, please.
To Dempsey.
Dempsey.
Weaving magic in the offensive zone. What an effort.
Couldn't elevate it.
Hansel. Zetterberg's focus evident there. He knew where that thing was going.
And his stick broke on the shot.
Would love to get that shot back again because that's where he wanted to get his shot from.
Give me one.
I wish Zetterberg would just go to the bench and get a new stick. That'd be cool.
Over again to get to that position.
He's going to stop that one in behind his own net. To Allen. To Klein.
And I am putting up the best fight I possibly can here.
Quick shot. Puts that one away. Stops play. Big time wrist shot. Good positioning with that glove.
Dude, any shot they get, it is instantly just cringe and hope it doesn't find its way in. Jansen fight.
Klein.
Nope.
To Allen.
Jansen, just get it in. There you go.
To Terrell. To Cato. To Klein.
Damn it, Fleck, come on.
There's a move to keep the offensive going. He's got a chance. Swiveled him into the ice. Nice quick snap. Save made with the pad. Good poke check to free that puck up. Able to pick.
I don't know how many times I just poked it off him and I can't get it. And again, and again.
Pass up ice. That'll go to the point to Burns. Shot. And a game winner. That's the overtime finish. And that's the end of this game. It is over.
I cannot win a game.
In this game means they are now down
I cannot win a game.
Right now. Hey guys, it's a long series. Forget about
fucking crazy, man. Can't win one. One breakup, they get it back. Another breakup. He gets the stick lift, of course he does. Throws it on. One poke check. Kicks it up. Two poke checks. Actually, he just fanned on it entirely. Back down the boards. Another poke check. Gets it right back. A stick lift gets it right back. They work it around. Random shot from the point. And, of course, it's deflected and goes in. How many times have I jumped in and tried a deflection goal, you know? Man. We drop game one in overtime. Game two. Down 3-0. 5-2. Tampa's up 2-0. We're going to lose to the Lightning in the Cup final 2 years in a row. It really is just inverted Florida. It'd be funny if we were Calgary. I can not get information on that other fucking forward no matter what the hell I do. Well, we need some sort of change here, don't we? 'Cause holy shit. We need something different. So we'll go back to what's worked before. Down 2-0, heading to Tampa. Game 3. We're cooked. We're down 3-0 to the Lightning in the Cup final. 57 wins, and this is how we're going to lose, huh? Cannot blame me for games 2 or 3, that's for sure. Damn, man. Just damn. I don't really know if there's much else we can do to try to make this work, you know? Let's go Frolov, Hall, Ryan. I lied. Let's go Frolov, Gagne, Ryan, Parise, Hall, and Pruka, Zetterberg, Eberle, Dempsey. Just try something. Throw something at the wall. I mean, we're about to get swept, so. Game 4. 2-1. 4-3. 5 minutes left. We're down by 1. For Tampa to sweep us and win the Stanley Cup for the second year in a row. They beat us in 7 last year, and they're probably going to sweep us here, which is just crazy. 57-win team. Tampa is just our ultimate kryptonite.
Now we'll see if it holds up.
Yeah, GWG could be beside his name when this game ends.
Chad LaRose is going to win the damn cup this year. That's crazy.
Under 5 minutes remaining. We're in the third. The Bolts lead now by 1 goal. Leaves the defender in the lurch. What a move he put on.
Start shooting far side and maybe just hoping it beats him. I think we should probably stick on overload because working the puck low seems to work better than the high cycle. A lot of goals come from the point, just not for me, unless it's the AI taking the shot.
He's picked up 2 on the score sheet. Heats on dangerous territory.
Roll off.
Wrist shot on net.
Big rebound, Bobby Ryan. Oh my God.
Good pass to get it up ice along the side. Back in behind the net. Frolov looking to clear. He's got it on his stick.
How, Bobby, how are you missing that puck? That doesn't make sense, man. Doesn't make sense.
He shoots, he scores! And there's that big next goal late here in the third period. They are up by 2.
This game is genuinely bad. I can't believe how bad this game is from a gameplay perspective. Very fun to menu sim. Like, dude. This game is terrible.
A big goal coming here.
This game is terrible. I mean, I agree, like, the AI, like, on Superstar, which is what it is, like, yeah, probably they don't score as much, but maybe they fucking do. The thing is, Superstar really isn't even that tough. It's just every fucking shot they take, even more than Modern, just happens to go in. Remember your rant, even though technically it was after this time, right? Yeah. I was right about that rant, by the way. To this day. Well, at least we'll get to see Tampa raise the cup. Back-to-back, oh my God. Back-to-back losses in the final, though. Not bad. That's so Oilers.
Scoring opportunity, quick chance. Flashes a little pad on that one.
I can't do anything, man. I can't hit them. I can't stick lift them.
Good effort as he gets to the puck. Pass from down low. He's got it on the point. Oh, there's a shot in goal scoring area.
Yeah, this is some very unsatisfying gameplay. That's for sure.
To Everland. Makes the move and gets in. Good blocker save on the deflection. That's an opportunity. Able to pick that puck up, helping his goal.
Stick lift him. I have 2 dudes right there. I don't get the puck, though. It's crazy.
Got a great scoring chance. Rocket shot, and he got that in a scoring situation. Take advantage of the end of that stick. He pokes it away in the defensive end, and he held on to it. Big time effort.
Yeah, I think we'll just stick to the menu sim. I mean, again, I'm only jumping in scenarios where it's tied or we're already losing, specifically in this series where we're already losing. But
he'll control that puck in the offensive zone. No more
yeah,
offense
the gameplay in this is so much worse than I remember. It's unreal.
How could that not have gone in as he hits heavy metal? Boy, that's a
no pen.
body use right there, and he's lost his stick. He scores! Oh, that's 4.
Dude, the AI is brutal. They're so bad. Like, they just have no situational awareness. And then for them, the stick lifts are lightning quick before any human can possibly react. Wow. 2 Cup Finals losses to Tampa in a row.
Goalie save off that enforcer's opportunity. He wants one right here. Gloves are going to come off.
57-win team, and we're going to lose to this fucking Lightning team again. It's crazy.
Use your body, tie him up, and leave the puck for somebody else. He did.
I'm telling you, the AI is fucking useless. This, I need to go back and play some of the older NHLs. This has to be up there for the worst AI in the history of the series. I'm not even kidding. Like, for as bad as NHL 15 is, next gen, from a modes perspective, the gameplay is actually solid. I can't believe how bad this is. It's so much worse than I remember. And, like, it's not just like, oh, the AI scores on, like, 75% of their shots. Like, that's just, like, one element to it.
To Ryan. Quick shot. Great scoring position and a save made.
Maybe we don't know how decently we actually have it with the modern games.
Freeze that puck up. Great defensive play.
It actually is kind of giving me a new appreciation going back to NHL 11 for the first time in a while.
He'll keep that puck up against the wall until somebody thinks he's got a stick on it and can move it out.
Well, last year it was in 7 games. This year, Tampa fucking swept us.
Oh, got that shot off in a hurry. Easy save with the pad. And the Stanley Cup is theirs. And this series is over, and there they are. Those are the names that are going on the Stanley Cup.
And they will be engraved, immortalized. That's one thing nobody can ever take away from you. Congratulations.
Can't win a cup.
These guys earned it.
Can't do it.
The most famous line in all of sports, 2 teams shaking hands.
You got to love that. You congratulate the winners, but the winners also say to the losers, we have a lot of respect.
Frolov on their team last year?
Time for the presentation.
Like Smith wins the Conn Smythe.
Well, you have to be such a
go
clutch
take it easy,
player
man.
to win this playoff MVP.
There's the handshake, and there's the cup.
And the skating will begin very soon as the other players have had a chance to gather around their captain.
Oof. And that's it. That's the entire celebration. In case, again, you think maybe these games are so significantly better. Absolutely shit on by Tampa in that series. 3-2, 5-2, 5-2, 6-3. Brutal. Brutal. And I think our contract might have been a 4-year deal. I don't remember. It might have been 5. So that might have technically ended up being our last hurrah with Edmonton, unless we get kind of a good re-roll, so to speak. Just don't feel like there was anything I could have done. Plus, the team just wasn't simming well. If we did get a lead, we couldn't hold it. Ay, that hurts. That hurts, that hurts. Tampa wins the Stanley Cup. Manchester winning the Calder Cup. Take a look at awards and such. Fox, I saw you mention it earlier. I've been tempted to check it out. I don't know if I will. Awards this year. Tampa go back-to-back by beating us. Of course, this year we won the President's Trophy as well. Art Ross went to Taylor Hall. Hart Trophy to Matt Carruth. I'm pretty sure we did acquire when we were with Toronto. Yandel won the Norris. Calder to Nathaniel Amato in Minnesota. Mike Smith wins the Conn Smythe for the second year in a row. Matt Carruth wins the Vezina. I can't believe how, like, every time it's a goalie. It's nuts. Selke to Wayne Simmons. Ted Lindsay Award to Tyler Ennis. Rocket Richard to Jake Voracek. Oh, man. What was our final stat line for the playoffs? I can't believe we lost, man. In a sweep. That's so brutal. Yeah, Bobby Ryan, Frolov, Hall. We did very well. They're putting up points, but yeah, defensively, The Rock was a -10. Allen was a -14. Goaltending failed us immensely. $8.95 for Spencer. Oh, God. Fox, I did see that. Yeah. That was a tough pill to swallow, losing 2 in a row to the same damn team. That is a tough one. Well, retirements. Roberto Luongo's gone. Michael Neuwirth. David Legwan. Joe Thornton. RJ Umberger. Max Avad. Tim Connolly. Marian Hossa. Michael Ryder. Freddie Schustrom. Simone Gagne. Shane Doan. Matt Cook. Christian Huselius. And on defense, the likes of Zidlichky, Anton Volchenkov, Robin Regier, Scott Hannon, Christian Ehrhoff, Henrik Tallinder. Not worried at all about the prospect game. Apparently, it's a good year for defenders. I'm hurt. I'm so sad right now. We lost in the final again. We'll do all draft picks. Maybe we'll get some late picks. We're going to go through the draft so I can at least see if I can end on a high note. I mean, we do have the 6th overall pick because of one of our trades. And then 19, 22, 27, and 29 in the first round. Pretty good. Globke gets traded from Phoenix for Peckham. Quite a few trades so far. A lot of 1-for-1s. And we don't get a single trade offer to start. Okay. Well, 6th overall pick. Who are we going for? Earl Van Ryn, James Torres. I mean, I guess we can take those guys later on. There's nobody in the top 10. Oh, there's a Brit. Nathaniel Marcinitz. There's nobody in the top 10 that looks insane. We could say that. Maybe the Brit would be worth it, but not really. Like Adrian Wellwood, I guess. Is there a good goalie left? Nope. Okay. Oh, who do we like the looks of then? Greg Tucker could be decent. There's also Rodney Lehman who might be worth the risk. I mean, the 2nd round pick projections start up pretty soon. I guess just taking Torres and Van Ryn and hoping that they're good. James Torres, come on down. After that, we'll risk it for Earl Van Ryn. Any other 8s? Rodney Lehman. Take a chance. It's not confirmed, but we'll risk it. Next pick, Tucker. Now we'll go for Greg Tucker. And then one more 1st round pick. Could go for Joey McCormick a little bit early. Could risk it for Jason Weiss a little bit early. I'll risk it for Joey McCormick. Let's hope that works out well for us. Round 2. What do we got? Not a single trade offer again. Okay, who's available in round 2? We'll go for defender Johan Lindstrom. 2 second-round picks. Let's see. John Zanin. Jason Weiss. Go for Jason Weiss. 3rd round. Still no trade offers. Nobody wants to help me after the time we've had. We'll take Zanin. We do not have a 4th round pick. We do not get a trade offer. We do have a late 5th round pick. I don't even know if we'll be able to get anybody here. Best guy might be Edward Staubitz, unless there's a goalie. Not really. Eddie Staubitz, come on down. No 6th round pick, no trade offers. And the penultimate pick in the draft after no trade offers will be Hoomst. And probably Fred Tanaka is a tough guy. Fred Tanaka, come on down. Let's see if we got anybody decent. I don't know if we did. I doubt we did, but we can at least hope. After losing in the Stanley Cup final. Again. To Tampa. Again. Damn Edmonton and Florida teams, am I right? So goalie-wise, man, Barano stepped up to an 84 as well. Holy shit. Belanger is just so bad. He's not going to develop. Get rid of him. Defensively, Whitney. We got a choice to make there. We're definitely keeping Suellentrop. Brian Allen can go. Chapman. He is just kind of a dude, isn't he? He's just kind of a dude. We'll move on from him. It's fine. Try not to sneeze. I failed. Kevin Klein, you can go. We'll keep Pawson Nidimaki. John Moore can go. He was just kind of a one-year signing. Jason Weiss, who we took this year, good starting overall, but nothing too crazy. Jensen, we might as well qualify. Caberlet, I can't believe you didn't retire. Marjamaki, we can keep. Lindstrom, nothing too crazy. Should sign Albert Hunt. And Tanaka, nothing too crazy. Right wing side, more decisions to make. Greg Tucker ended up being pretty good. 74 overall at 19. You immediately sign him. Also Earl Van Ryn, Rodney Lehman. We did okay in the draft. I don't think there's going to be anybody too crazy. It looks like we did okay. Friese, Zetterberg, Frolov. Keep Patrick Hallweg around. Keep old Gene Ford around. Zanin was okay. Torres is okay. We'll drop Sean Grattan for now, who is not that good. And the centers, Flick will have to make a decision there. Nothing too crazy. We have a lot of this team on an expiring deal. Parise's deal is up. Zetterberg, Frolov, Whitney, Jansen, Pruka. A lot of those veterans are looking a little bit shaky. A little bit. And are they even worth keeping? After they goddamn blew it in the Stanley Cup final. But gigantic improvement on progress. 85%. 1 to 2 years away. But now the question is, am I going to actually accomplish legendary GM status without winning the cup? Which is not what I thought would happen. Definitely didn't think we'd be able to pull that off without winning the cup. Best statistics. Most shutouts in a season we've ever had is 1. How is that possible? Most trades in a single year, 11. Proposals that boosted your rep. Proposals that have reduced it. Signed 133 free agents. That's crazy. Best rookie class scouted was 77%. Playoff history. Eliminated in the first round twice. 2 Stanley Cup Finals appearance. We have been swept in a playoff series only 3 times. One of them just happened. So yeah, that is it. After 8 years at 85%. No playoffs. First round exit. Third round exit. Of course, we weren't actually on Edmonton all those times. Did not qualify. Fourth round exit. My heart. My heart, it hurts. Yeah, it was a 5-year deal with Edmonton, so we got 1 more year left. Which means if we do have a 10th season, there's a chance we won't even be on the Oilers. Which is a bit weird.